time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Baby said she needed nail, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go.
Welcome back. We are back, people. Viral Gang, what's the deal? Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody in the comments. Shout out all the subscribers. If this is your first time tuning in, because we get a lot of first-time viewers every episode, let me introduce myself and the squad. It's your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, a.k.a. the villain. Because they hate me for my opinion. We got the Messiah the Great. He here to lead the way. We got Cali the one, not the two. Mr. Light Skin on his Drake-ish. Well, he used to be on his Drake-ish. You feel me? He had to separate from that. And we got a returning guest. She done been on a couple episodes, popping and fan favorite, fitness fanatic. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, Miss Coco.
Hey, y'all. I'm King Coco, fitness fanatic. I got my own fitness line, body sculpting, hair. Yeah, y'all tap in with me.
Y'all tap in with Queen Coco. I told her she got to take that king-ish out.
I'm
you feel me?
Yeah, that king shit is crazy work. I thought I just heard wrong.
Yeah, that king shit got to go. We got to get it right. There's no more identifying. Right. Trump is back.
Oh my God.
Queen sound much better. That king shit is not.
I feel like king sounds better because it's like just holds more power, authority. Like
no, it don't.
See, that's only because you think, and that's the delusion.
No, it's not. Even if it is delusion, it's my world. Someone just living it.
All right.
You gonna live in that delusion? Okay, at least you can admit that. Right. But check this out. We pushing a movement. We might be one of the only ones stepping in this realm, in this space, staying on code. We laying the law down. We drawing the line in the sand. You either with us or against us. And that's for everybody. It ain't just a black thing. It starts with us. But if you want to indulge in our culture, guess what? You got to stay on code as well. And if you're not on code with us, you the ops. Period, point blank. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic. If you're not on code, you are the ops. The reason we can't get anywhere or get any traction or get any power or get any motion, because every time we start to step, and we should be lined up side by side, we get to looking around when it's time to start stepping, and people crossing the line, jumping the fence, going over there. Nah, fuck all that. We can figure out the details later. Let's get the things accomplished. Let's get the mission accomplished. Then we can say, you know what? I didn't really agree. It was right. It was wrong. Nah, if it's for the betterment of the culture, get in line. Because that's what everybody else is doing. We the only ones trying to, oh, no, man, maybe. Nah, fuck that, bro. Get in line. We stepping. So either you with us or you against us. That's to all the creators. That's to all the artists. That's to all the celebrities, the musicians, the politicians, anybody. If you're not on code, you are op, period. And the reason I'm bringing that up, there's this post on Twitter that went viral. It went over viral. Millions and millions of views. And I would have never expected this type of reaction. So this Mexican Hispanic woman posted some pictures, right? She was feeling herself, feeling provocative. She posted some thirst traps. A black woman takes it upon herself to jump out there and go, oh yeah, you built like a Mexican or something along those lines. She told another woman, you built like a Mexican. Mexican community in the uproar. I'm talking about this post has millions of views. It's been reposted thousands and thousands of times of all the Hispanic women who see the post posting their bodies, right? Good bodies, bad bodies, whatever. So, oh, this is what being built like a Mexican is. And it went from proving that Mexicans can have nice bodies, curvaceous bodies, to a lot of racial attacks. A lot of the comments started to attack black people in a racial way. And this, to me, is like somebody got to speak on this and put a halt to this, because we not doing no race wars over no nappy-headed bitches being disrespectful on Twitter. Now, let me go out there to say there are certain body types by race. Every race has a prototype. Now, a lot of these prototypes are not the same as they were when we grew up due to the chemicals in the food, due to the fitness community taking off, everybody working out now. So historically, if you grew up around Mexicans, they would be top heavy, big titties, wide hips, no ass.
Muffin top.
Muffin top. They'll be cool, have a baby, then they just get crazy. That was of the past. I don't know if y'all been looking around lately. They are in the gym like crazy. So let me be the first to say this is no hate to the Hispanic community. I'm not grouping y'all in. Every Mexican woman does not have this body, but historically, that's how they were built. Historically, black women naturally had the BBL type bodies, right? Big ass, big titties, small waist. You feel me? That was thick thighs. That was naturally a black woman's body. Everybody wanted that prototype. So the BBL shit exploded. Kim Kardashian exploded. You know, y'all know the history. Now, I'm going to go out on the record and say to the woman who made that post, you got to read the room. Because I'm on code with being black and all of that. Number one, the Mexican women of today is fucking y'all over on a large scale. And I'm not grouping all of y'all in because all of y'all don't fall under the category. But if you go to any local gym, I challenge everybody watching this video. I guarantee you it's going to be 100 to 1. 100 Hispanic women in there going crazy, and it's going to be 1 or 2 black women.
Yeah.
And then if you go look at the stats of who's the most overweight and obese, it's black women. So black women, y'all got a lot of work to do physically before you start talking about how anybody is built. And I'm just speaking to the American black women because we're not going to go with the Trinidadians, the Jamaicans, and, you know, I'm not going to bring in Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. No, we're just speaking here in America. Black women have fallen behind on the physical fitness race, and it's not even close. Everybody's thick now due to the steroids in the food and all. Everybody's thick. Even Asians are in there thick. So what do y'all think about this?
I mean, talent don't beat hard work, right? That's what that say to me. I mean, I think a lot of us, even black men in general, we take our gifts for granted. You know, a lot of us have a naturally low body fat, women, and we hit or we go past the fountain of youth. We still think we're there. And, you know, you don't got nobody really to tell you that. But I agree with what you're saying. Like, we take those gifts for granted. And I think that's why we're in the position we're in, instead of building upon that and trying not to lose it. Because for us, it's easy, right? Like, you could be 50 and look 30. You could be 60 and look 50 or 40. Like, it's very easy for us. All we have to do is wake up, do the right things, and work out. It's simple. So for us to not do it, to me, I just don't understand that. And then on top of like what you're saying, go and talk about other people when our backyard is not clean, don't really make sense to me. But what I will say is a lot of women, whatever race they are, their bodies is trash. I mean, it is what it is, you know, like people having kids, not working out, not eating right. That's a lot of women, period. So it's like y'all could go ahead and argue over that. But the whole reaction to the race thing, it's kind of like the Andrew Schultz thing, right? Like you make a joke about somebody, oh, you got a Mexican body, and they turn around and, oh, you were a slave, and da-da-da. It's like the response doesn't make sense for what was said. So it just shows the racial undertones in it to me.
I just think sometimes to the first part of what you were saying, people can't be easily triggered, especially if you out here working out, if you're really doing something, you feel like you showing off and owning your own body and doing what you're doing. It's clearly somebody hating on you. You're going to get that regardless. You know what I mean? So for everybody to make that go viral and be in an uproar when it's like, you supposed to just brush that little shit off. Nigga supposed to ignore that comment. Like, especially then when people that do that shit and you go click their page, most people that be like that, like you said, they be overweight, 300 fucking pounds, talking shit behind a fucking computer screen because they a fat fuck. So size up the situation and then it probably won't even bother you as much. But on top of that, like you said, it's a fact. You go to the gym, there is none of our women. And I try to encourage our women to do it. But they, you know what I mean? They just, a lot of them ain't fucking with it. But it is a lot of our women that naturally feel like they could be in shape. But just because you look good don't mean you in shape. And that's what people don't realize either. So I just think, get in the gym, man. Because like when you get older, that body start malfunctioning, you're gonna wish you was in that bitch.
Exactly.
And we have a black woman on the panel who's an avid gym goer,
Yes.
fitness coach. So she can attest to what we're saying. We're not singling out. Well, yes, we are singling out black women, right?
Yeah.
But this is no stereotype. This is actual fact. She'll tell you. I'm gonna let her speak for herself. But if you go in the gym, black women aren't in there. If you go in the gym, these new prototype Hispanic women, bro, I don't know where they came from, but I'm gonna just thank God because they built different. Now, this ain't, I'm not talking about the ones with surgery. I mean, they in there naturally, 18, 19, going crazy. Every day, I'm seeing old Hispanic women, young, like, bro, they're taking their fitness seriously.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let her speak on it.
I have like a few points. So first of all, I go to the gym like every day. And when I was going to Planet Fitness in Compton, this older black man, he was watching me work out. And he's like, yo, I gotta ask you something. Why is it that black women don't work out? And I was like, at first I was kind of taken back. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I don't know. Like, then I started looking around the gym like, you know what? Damn, it's only 2 of us in here. And he had a point, like, we don't want to work out. We eat bullshit food and we want the quick fix and we want to go get our bodies done. And then we go get the bodies done and you still not working out. So now you shaped like a box. And then it's like, well, you already skinny. It took a minute to get here because I was focused. I was eating healthy. I became vegan. I took my lifestyle, my health serious. And I feel like a lot of us don't. Like, y'all be having the shapes. I hate when I be out. Since I am a body sculptor, I be seeing the shapes and it's like, bitch, if you would just work out just a little bit, you would be her. But I'm at the club and I'm looking and y'all just drinking and turning up. And then y'all go home, y'all eat bullshit food and do it all over again. Ain't worked out, ain't cleansed your body in months and years. Some of y'all ain't even did a cleanse. Y'all like, what's a cleanse? Where I get it from and how I get like this. And then I tell you, you be like, oh no, that's too much. I don't understand how you expect to look good and feel good if you're not doing anything to do that. And then my second point is, it's all about your mental. If you're not mentally there, you're not going to do anything. And you can't be mad that, you know, the Mexican bitches up in there working harder than you because they're in there. You're not even in there. And instead of talking about she's shaped like a Mexican, okay, Mexicans got certain shapes. We all know this. How about look at your fucking shape? Because she fucking trying. You're not doing anything. You're not trying. So yeah, they probably took it a little bit too far, saying, okay, you a slave and all this other stuff. But you didn't have to make that comment because if you're not walking around here with a 6-pack or anything like that, you need to be quiet and you need to get in the gym yourself. But going back to the point of is Mexicans in the gym, they just outworking y'all, period. And it is. They in the gym, they focus, they eating healthy, they coming up to me, asking me questions. And yeah, I'm going to help them. And I try to encourage my people, let's go to the gym. Let's do this. Let's do that. Y'all laying on the table getting body sculpting, but I'm like, are y'all working out? Oh, I worked out 1 time this week. Bitch, that's not what I told you to do. I told you to do this. I'm giving you the workouts. I'm giving you the meal plan, but you just want me to do all the work. No, you have to put in the work. You got to eat right. You got to exercise. You got to get up and you got to get on your Zoom at fucking 9 a.m. and stop playing. Because guess what? If California was to go to the natural disaster, y'all bitches is gonna die. Y'all can't do no fucking pull-up, no push-up, no nothing. You can't save yourself because guess what? You weak. You don't work out. You don't do shit. You gotta get up and do something because the new year is coming. And guess what? I'm gonna use my tax money to get a BBL. How about start working out? Start there. Because a lot of y'all can't even get the BBL. Your BMI too fucking high. So you need to start working out.
Look,
and get right.
Let's talk about the facts. So just speaking on African American women, and this is no like, oh, y'all saving and caping for Hispanic women. No, we holding black women accountable like we've been holding black people accountable on this show, including ourselves. And we are the most obese people. Now, the BMI is not accurate as far as just a blanket to type of record to hold people to, right? BMI was recorded by a certain demographic, and like I stated before, we all have different body prototypes. Some people have denser muscle mass than other people. Some people, like, it's endomorph, ectomorph. It's all different, but there is a certain range and percentage of body fat that's healthy and that's unhealthy, because I see a lot of women, because the fat falls in the right spaces. Oh, I got a gang of ass. Oh, I got a thick thighs and big titties. You think you good and you healthy, but you can't run a city block. You can't do 25 jumping jacks. You can't do the treadmill for 5 minutes straight without being gassed. So just because it look good don't necessarily mean it's healthy. And for the record, if you're obese, you are by definition unhealthy. There's no way to cut it. I don't care about body positivity movement or nothing. If you're obese, you're literally unhealthy, because to be obese is a threat to your own life by literal definition. So all that, oh yeah, she's obese, but she's healthy. No, the fuck she's not. You're not an obese vegan. You're just wasting your time eating vegan food. Like, come on, let's cut it out. 4 out of 5 of black women are overweight or obese. 8 out of 10 are going to be overweight or obese. That's disgusting numbers. That's sad. And you don't realize this when you're a kid, because naturally we have the God genetics, right? We're blessed. So in high school, middle school, when you were kids and you could just eat McDonald's and whatever and your shit just snapped back like nothing, yeah, it was cool. And you thinking that you're going to be that way forever. No, time start to catch up. That fat don't start falling off no more.
The food change.
And if you and the food change, right? And if you ever been on vacation anywhere, this is where you start to see the difference. Mm-hmm. When you at them pools, at them resorts, and you see every other race coming out there snatched, and then you see the black women come and they fat as a motherfucker, looking nasty, disgusting, and you like, damn, cuz, y'all out here representing bad for us. Right. It's ugly. You see the women in these other countries snatched from every age, and then you see the black women come from the U.S., toe the fuck up. That's when you like, damn, cuz, like the distance, it's not close. We got to get a grip on this shit ASAP.
But I want to say one thing though, like, obese in my perspective means you fat as fuck. Because don't always go to the doctor and let them make you think, and people gonna probably kill me for this, but I don't believe the charts all the time at the doctor. I done went to the doctor and they didn't told me I was obese. I done asked the lady at the doctor, do I look obese? And she'll tell me no. So some of them charts I believe is not presented to every body type, like you said. So it varies. But you know if you obese or not. You know if you out here fat and sloppy. You know if you can't walk up a flight of stairs and you whooped out. So just understand the difference. Don't just think because you super thick that you automatically whooped out. But just take control, take handle of that shit. That shit is serious, because motherfucking people don't understand that high blood pressure, all that shit kill. You know what I'm saying? And they be wondering why you fucked up mentally. When you exercise, that shit clears out the mental like nothing else. That's like the best form of therapy. I be trying to tell people. They be thinking like, why you work out so much? It don't even just be the look. That should be the damn mental.
Yeah, exactly.
It's embedded in our culture, though. You know, you got the whole I'm big bone thing. You got the big mama thing. You got people, you know, in our relationship with food, right? And in some houses, you know, I've been in situations where I try to eat healthy and people getting on you for eating healthy. So we also have that in our culture where we get on people for, you know, like, oh, this nigga sitting in the front row. Like, we get on niggas for everything and anything. Mm-hmm. And that happens in your house a lot, too, you know, and then what you're raised by, what kind of foods you eat. All of those things that we do is embedded in the culture, and that's why you see a lot of people get, like I said, past that fountain of youth, and it's like, well, what do I do now? I don't even know what to do, because I never even seen nobody be healthy. If you really think about it, you know, in our culture.
Nah, check this out. We push fitness to the T. We came in the game pushing fitness, been working out our whole lives. We are walking proof of it. We're not one of the ones talking. I just left the gym right before this episode with a tweaked back. I tweaked my back a week ago. I took about 6 days off. It didn't feel right. My back is still in pain now. What's they call that? The sciatic nerve. So that shit been shooting from my back all the way down my leg all week. And I'm still working out, right? Even though I should probably take 2 weeks off, just having a week off, I don't feel right. Just mentally, it don't feel right. But black women, we care about your body more than your fucking hair. Get that shit out of your brain. That's the number one excuse. My hair, my hair, my hair. My hair. I just got my hair done. Bitch, don't get your hair done for a year straight. Lock in.
Exactly.
Rock your shit natural. Lock in. You walking around fat as fuck, nasty, sloppy, disgusted, busted, and your hair's done.
But my hair done.
Nobody notices your hair. I don't know if you don't notice. I'm going to let you know. We don't give a fuck if the rest of you is fucked off. We can overlook nappy hair, which they done brainwash you into believing your shit nappy anyway. Because if you're moisturizing your shit, you're taking care of your shit, it's not nappy, it's curly. Some have tighter curls than others. You might got 4C, you might got A, B, whatever. It's not naps though, unless you don't take care of your shit. But your body and your health is more important than a hairdo.
Yes.
Y'all are out here fucked up. Not even 40. No kids, beer bellies. Y'all coming fresh out of high school, beer bellies. Fucked up. Like, it's not cute. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed as a black man when I be out and y'all come to the pool looking a mess because now you're representing the race. That's how they see all of us. Like, damn, that's how they women look? How do y'all marrying this? How y'all having kids? Like, it's embarrassing. When I walk around as a black man, for sure, y'all could be proud. Any resort I step on, I'm top 3. Jesus Christ, like no cap. Them niggas, I'm telling you, because they be with their women and they women get the, oh, let me put the glasses on. Watch him come out the ocean looking like a black god, nigga. It's different. I rep us right when I go around, nigga. Y'all got to start caring about yourselves. It's disgusting. So before you out here on social media trolling about who got a body, this, that, look in the motherfucking mirror. And to the Hispanic women, woo! Listen, one of the coldest combos is Hispanic women and black men. I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm sorry. Now, I don't think there's no woman better than a black woman, period, point blank. They at the top of the food chain. If all things are equal, it's black women all day. But Hispanic women is problems, man. They get to hitting you with that, hey, poppy, I poppy shit. It's over, nigga. What? You want what? Nigga, I flip my pockets inside out. Nigga, that shit different. They should get wet a little different. If anybody fuck with Hispanic women, you know. You feel me? Not to get too vulgar, but nigga, the motion in that ocean is different. So I'm not for that bashing other people and all that. Like, nah, I fuck with Hispanic women. Heavy.
I think that to solve a lot of y'all issues with the, oh, my hair, go get you a glueless wig. That way you can slap that motherfucker on like a hat and go to the gym. And when you done, take it off. Go get it customized by whoever installed wigs, like somebody like me. And then guess what? You can put it on, take it off, put a little water, a little mousse, and get up and go. And in between, if you got something to do, then go get you your shit glued down for your event or whatever. But stop making excuses because there's ways around it. You could get up and you could go work out. Go get you a glueless wig and stop playing. They not that expensive. Go to Amazon. They be $89. And if you want something more expensive, they be $250, $300, and it's glueless. I got on a glueless one right now. I ain't gonna take it off, but it's glueless.
I'm not saying don't, do that and dress up and all that, but why not go to the root of the problem, right? Like, instead of wearing a wig, why not just, work on your hair? Instead of putting on a waist trainer or, something that shapes your body when you go outside, why not just work out? So I feel like we need to focus more on fixing the root problem than trying to put something to cover it up. And I think that's what we do, men and women. You know what I mean? We try to use things to cover it up. But when you go lay down at night, your hair's still fucked, you're still fat. Certain things that you can only cover it up for so long till you get with somebody and then they really see you and then it's a different situation.
Right.
But it goes back to what bro just said too. Take a year and lock in. What a lot of women don't want, they don't want to get rid of that attention needle. You know what I'm saying? They go out, they got to look a certain way, they got to be presented a certain way because they want that attention from niggas when they step outside. You got to say, fuck that attention for like a good year. Like he just said, rock your hair natural. Y'all be putting all these chemicals, all this shit. There's no reason that males like us can maybe 1 or 2 years just grow their hair naturally and then shit catch up and hawk you down. And you got the same type of shit, the same type of texture, same type of hair. So I think that's one of the biggest problems is not knowing and not understanding that the confidence that y'all fake portraying, the gym gonna give you the real confidence. You're gonna get the real confidence once you lock in like that. It's not gonna have to be. You ain't gonna have to worry about stepping outside and worrying about how you. Of course, you're gonna look decent with how you want your hair to be, but 9 times out of 10, you lock in that gym. That inner confidence is what's gonna hold up. That shit that you portraying with all this shit you throwing on. We know you ain't confident when you put pounds of makeup on, all this fake hair, all this other shit on. You putting on a costume, cuz, at the end of the day.
Hey, look, it might look good with the clothes on, but when we take y'all home, that shit is disgusting. When you roll that shit off and this shit go boop, you take that push-up bra off and these motherfuckers go loop. That shit is nasty.
But the problem is niggas is still hitting that though. So it's like,
facts.
If you gonna hit that, you gonna give them that confidence. I'm not touching no, you know what I mean?
Like
no
the thighs
bucket.
might be thick with the tights on, but when you take it off and it look like wet cottage cheese,
That's not good.
You got a problem.
That's not good.
Stop disguising everything like they just said and get to the root of it. You solve the root of it. Now you have real confidence.
Right.
You walk out with your real hair. Now you have real confidence. Because you don't got to worry about, oh, man, my wig gonna slip. It's the glue gone. When it's your shit, it's coming out. Look, this your shit. You could do this.
Right.
You let them vilify your natural looks and then they steal it. The same way they told you big lips is nasty. What are they doing now? All getting lip injections to get your lips. They said big asses look crazy. They look dumb. We want big titties. What are they doing? Going to Mexico, going to DR, going to Miami to get that same ass that they said was nasty. People talk about what they really want. People try to vilify things that they really want and who they really want to be.
That's like Ozempic. That's like fat people being body positive. They was all body positive until Ozempic came out. Now, how many fat people you see using it? So it's like, are you really positive, or you just can't fix your situation fast enough? And now that you can, you done jump ship on a whole other side.
Exactly.
Now you know what I mean? So,
Y'all know what's crazy? Lizzo stayed going viral. I ain't heard about Lizzo since she lost the weight.
Because her whole identity was being a big, fat, nasty, sloppy bitch who didn't care.
Yeah.
And I told y'all for years, she cares, bro. There's not a fat person on this planet that don't care about being fat. That's a cope. That's a lie. The body positivity movement, they're lying to themselves every day and crying at night. Because if you told them, hey, if I give you a pill that can make you lose weight, Ozempic, they all taking it.
Yeah.
I'll snap my finger and make you fit now. You want to, yes or no? How many of them you think, oh, no, I want to stay fat as fuck?
And people popping all them as Ozempic, some motherfuckers ain't doing shit.
Nah.
Nah, Ozempic got them going crazy. They
Ozempic
losing.
got them
Ozempic got them.
Ozempic
got them losing.
Fat Joe walking around, you can see that nigga's legs now and shit.
Hey, his legs are broken.
Yeah, that shit
legs and shit.
destroying a nigga bone, destroying a nigga bone marrow. That shit fucking a nigga. Cuz, not needed now. That shit crazy.
That's another level of knock need. I don't know what.
That shit broke as motherfucker. I'm like, damn.
I think that people start looking very weird.
You start looking crazy. That's what I'm telling you. They ain't telling y'all the real side effects, man. Every pill got side effects.
Busta Rhymes out there looking crazy out there Ozempic.
I think that I know normal people on it and they just look miserable. Like, you know, of course the celebrities, they got the makeup on, they got a whole glam team making them look glamorous. But regular people who are on Ozempic, they look sick. And it's like, what's wrong with you? I haven't ate in 4 days. What the fuck you mean you ain't ate in 4 days? What are you on? Oh, I'm on Ozempic.
Because this is the thing.
You need to get off of that shit. You have to eat. Well, I lost 10 pounds in 4 days. That's unhealthy. Yeah. Then their heads start looking big and they just
Facts.
look
That's the main thing
so
that you start to notice. Yeah.
Weird. Like,
when you lose weight, you're supposed to shed fat and replace the fat with muscle. So when you take things like Ozempic and you're just shedding the fat,
you're depleting the nutrients of your body.
Yeah.
That's when all the soggy, hangy skin, because your skin's gonna snap back when you replace it with the muscle. As you're building, your body's molding itself. This is why you can tell when you get surgery, because you can just look like, nah, you lost the weight, you kind of skinny, but your shit still look nasty and flabby. You know you didn't work
even
for
sometimes under the neck, that should be nasty.
Yeah.
Like your neck be long, flabby. I'll be like, damn, that's wild.
Yeah, I gotta fix that. And you know, you have to take care of the inside. I feel like people don't be taking vitamins. They don't take no vitamins. They not eating the right things. So if you're not eating the right things, you're not taking those supplements, you're not doing anything to help your situation. Yeah, you on Ozempic, but when the last time you took a multivitamin? When the last time you took some magnesium?
Give them a few things that they can eat, that they should be eating.
You should be eating kale. You should be eating spinach. You should be eating fruits daily, not just the green grapes. You should be eating dark grapes. You should be eating blueberries, raspberries. You really should be eating those things daily. You should be eating yogurt. You shouldn't be just eating chicken. You shouldn't just be eating a lot of carbs. You actually shouldn't be eating a whole bunch of rice because rice turned into sugar. And then now that you done turned into sugar, sugar turned into fat. So you need to eat those greens. You need to eat mushrooms. Eat different type of mushrooms, have different type of qualities to help with the inside. If you don't like the way mushrooms taste, they got mushroom powder now that tastes like coffee. Everybody want to drink motherfucking Starbucks. Buy you some mushroom coffee. Now you got your caffeine and you still have those benefits. You have to do things for the inside to look good on the outside. Because just doing Ozempic and turning up at the club, you going to look 40 real quick. Here it is. I'm about to be 34. People don't believe me. They still cannot see your ID. I'm older than you, cashier. Just give me my fucking backwoods. I gotta go. Like, stop playing with me.
Health is wealth. Repeat that to yourself every day, black people. Health is wealth. We are far, far behind in the health race, and we got to catch up. We got to catch up. We can't be saying we the best, we this, we that. We God's chosen people, and we out here disrespecting our God-given talent, our God-given blessings. God done blessed you with your genes.
Exactly.
He blessed you with your genes. But you spitting in the face of God when you don't take advantage and you let it go to waste. Period, point blank. This men and women. Because a lot of you men can't do 50 straight push-ups.
And them
Can't
bellies
do 10
be out of
pull-ups.
control. Belly be poking out like,
Baller
sir.
belly. No, ain't no baller belly. Nigga, you're fat and lazy and disgusting.
And
Nigga.
then you got the females that be
They
capping,
like
talking
it.
about they want the dad bod.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. She
I
just
hate
think
a
you're not
dad
gonna
bod.
cheat. That's the only reason.
She
What?
don't, she don't
Them
want
be
you to
the
get no
biggest
bitches.
ones.
Yeah.
Biggest ones be cheating. The fat ones, like, how you fat and ugly and you cheating? You need to get yourself together. But I just feel like the guys with the big bellies, like, oh, I be eating good. No, nigga, you eat too much. Oh, you vegan? Yeah, it's never going to work between me and you because you eat horribly. And I'm going to talk about you. And I'm not cooking no bullshit food. Unfortunately, we eat vegan at this house. And that's the only thing you're going to eat here. And you're not going to eat that shit in my house. Eat it in your car.
Put a vegetable or fruit on every plate. I'm tired of seeing them low vibrational plates. What them
eating
girls
chicken
say?
Alfredo,
Low
nigga.
vibrational.
Low
You got
vibrational
fried
plate.
chicken. You got beans. You got mac. You got 3 rolls.
You got
and-
shrimps.
And a piece of greenery on your plate.
None. Everything brown.
Your colon, back the fuck up. You got about 15 pounds of shit just in your colon.
Exactly. And then people be like, well, I can't get rid of my stomach.
That's why, yeah.
Because you're full of shit, literally.
Literally full of shit.
Literally, you're full of shit. And they be looking at me like, yes, bitch, you full of shit. When last time you did a cleanse? Oh, I never did one. You never cleansed your body before?
Go on a fast.
And people don't understand shit
finna
can
feel like you about to
shit
die.
can pile up in your body to where it starts to fuck with other parts of your body like your back and all different
Your
types of
mind.
shit. So if you wondering why your shit probably just hurting for nothing, like they said, you probably literally full of shit.
Yeah.
The gut is the second brain. That's what they say.
Exactly.
But to the people, I do want to say this because I do get a lot of people that reach out and be like, they be wanting to start. They don't know where to start. And this is to the people that feel insecure. It's like, just get in the gym and go. People be worrying about because they overweight or something like, I don't want to look stupid or everybody. I feel like everybody looking at me. You just got to go in there, put some music on and zone out. Everybody's in there for the same thing. It's like going to the clinic and then you feeling ashamed of being at the clinic when everybody in the clinic in there for the same shit that you in there for. So it's like, go to the gym, work out, just stay focused and do that shit one day at a time. Don't have too many. You can set goals, but don't try to be checking the mirror every fucking day. We talk about this shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like people going to the gym and be like, oh, after a week it ain't working or something. So go in there, just stay focused and eventually it's going to pay off. Give yourself a good 30 days and you'll start to see results.
Invest. Look at your spending habits. Remove the eating out, remove the clubbing, remove the unnecessary buying clothes and jewelry. Take that money, invest in your health. You don't know how to work out. You don't know what to do in the gym. They have trainers for that. Do your research, get a reputable trainer, hire the trainer, do that for a couple months until you know how to do it on your own, till you're confident enough to do it on your own. Because the trainer's not meant to be forever. A lot of y'all only will work out with a trainer. No, the
Right.
trainer's there to train you. Once you learn, now you on your own.
Exactly.
Now you can train yourself. So stop spending money on bullshit and invest in your health. Because if you won't even invest in your health, nobody in the world should invest in you. Straight the fuck up.
And I want to tell y'all, man, I got Messiah Fitness in motion. Come holler at me.
That part.
And we got another trainer right here, so ain't no excuses. And I'm going to work with you. And I'm going to work out with you just to show you that it's real.
We gonna work out with you.
There
We
you
gonna
go.
put something together
Yeah.
for y'all. So he gonna help with the guys. I'm gonna help with the girls. We gonna get y'all together. Cause summertime coming. And I don't want y'all to, oh, it's April, bitch. Can we scope me? Let me get a package. No, bitch. You should have been in the gym in December. Y'all need to start now.
Summer bodies are built in the winter.
Exactly.
Don't get the DMing us. Oh, my birthday in 30 days. How can I lose 50 pounds? Bitch, smoke, crack, or do meth. That's the only way.
Get you some
It's over
Ozempic.
for you.
What they say, grind all winter, ball all summer.
Come on,
Exactly.
Hey, but on a serious note, President Donald Trump has revealed that he will end childhood vaccinations if RFK Jr. determines they are dangerous to children. So if you didn't watch the interview, he was just interviewed by, I don't even know who this lady is, but he went on record to point out how there's certain diseases that are plaguing children that if you just go back 25, 30, 40, 50 years, they didn't really exist. Like autism. Autism went from like 1 in a million to one in every 100 or every 1,000 or something like that. Like something crazy. Like autism was never really a thing. And then we had all these vaccinations and all of a sudden we got all these autistic kids. We got all these kids with heart problems and mental problems and vision problems. Like the introduction of vaccines lines right up with all these health problems. And if you go back and do your research, in 1986, the National Childhood Vaccine Injury Act was a pharmaceutical law that established a no-fault compensation program for people injured by vaccines. You go, why would they make a law like that? So for them, the purpose was, the law was created to encourage vaccine production and reduce the threat of vaccine shortages caused by lawsuits. So basically, they are at no fault of damages that you receive, your child receives, your family receive with these vaccines. And you go, damn, okay. If I go look before vaccines, or if you ever traveled anywhere and hung out with like indigenous tribes or people who live off the grid, you don't see none of the stuff that we deal with here in America. You don't see that. You don't see autistic kids in these tribes or nothing. So something's not adding up is what he's saying. He's not saying it is 100% the vaccines, because the woman, in my eyes, she's a paid op. Clearly a paid op, working for the entities getting paid off these vaccines and the pharmaceutical companies. I don't know who she worked for, but she worked for somebody, because all she did was give pushback. She didn't listen with an open mind at all. The only thing she pointed out was, well, scientists said this and scientists said it's not that they're creating they're creating more autism. It's that they are better at identifying it. Like, come on, man, stop playing. Stop playing. She didn't even wasn't even open-minded. He's saying, I'm not saying that's it 100%. Let's look into it.
Right.
She wasn't even open to the idea of looking into it. So to me, people like that are dangerous. And I'm glad he still stood his ground and he didn't let her spin him around. But what y'all feel about this?
I think it's good to go at vaccines. I know they're also going at food dyes as well. But I would say, if we're going to go at vaccines, then we need to go at everything, because you have the artificial food, you got the microplastics, you have the radiation, you have the blue light, you have all these different things, right? And just the advancement of technology that has given kids more problems than they had before. So I can't necessarily solely put it on a vaccine that you might get once every 6 years compared to what you eat and what you touch and what you breathe every single day. Smog, pollution, all of these things, lithium with the electric cars, all these things, right, really, really are what I think sums up, as a whole, what's going on and why kids are more or have more problems today, why we're actually digressing when it comes to how long we live life today. So yeah, I think it's good to get the vaccines, but also I hope they do a full-on attack on everything else as well, because again, we're ingesting so much plastic, or just in a day. It's these are things that I feel like are more we should go after. I'm not against the vaccine thing, but again, those problems are really prevalent. And I think there's more studies to show how those things are linked to things like cancer and autism compared to the vaccine.
I want to say, just stop being so trusting when it comes to these doctors and all that stuff. People, as soon as they hear a doctor say something and they run with that blindly, they don't do no research. They're not going to do nothing. Stop being so quick to give your kids these shots, especially when y'all having these newborns and stuff like that. Y'all getting them 1,000,001 shots. It wasn't always designed to be that way. Why do y'all think they created a lot of this stuff? You got to really start to think about it, especially if you're starting to see these big things going on with the autism and all these dysfunctions of these kids. So try to take some natural remedies. Quit being so quick to take medicine. People still don't understand, like I said, it's side effects to every medicine. And the more medicine you take, the weaker your immune system gets and starts being dependent on that medicine to the point where you're so dependent on that medicine, it won't help. Then you'll need something stronger and you have to keep going on furthermore. Let the kids build their immune system. I probably get sick maybe once a year, if that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't really fuck with none of that shit. I don't fuck with no flu shots. If I'm taking some medicine, it's because I'm really fucked up. But
That's
9 times out of 10, nigga don't fuck with none of that shit. That shit is, go get some natural shit. Like bro was just saying, get some fruit, they got a lot of different remedies
Some
you can look up.
herbs.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of herbs, a lot of different stuff.
It's crazy because
a lot of things that have natural vitamins in them also. Like, so look into that type of shit.
No, it's crazy because how you were just saying, medicine makes you weaker. You take antibiotics, for instance, which they give you when you have an infection or something. That kills your gut lining, which, again, we're talking about the gut being a second brain. Once you kill that, that's hard to repair, and then you can't protect yourself from certain bacteria, which we know leads to all different types of cancer, which is becoming more prevalent in people in their 30s and 40s and shit like that compared to their 60s and 70s. So the very thing they're giving you supposedly to protect you and heal you is actually killing you from the inside out.
Yeah. So it's crazy that this topic came up because because I have a regular daytime job. So 2 of the volunteers got fired over the same topic because the volunteer walked in on a conversation that me and one of the case managers was having about disabilities in children. And I was asking about a new client that was coming, and I'm like, what was wrong with the little boy? She said he had autism. So we started talking about it, but he was 12, but he wanted to hit. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad he's not coming because I don't have time for a 12-year-old trying to hit me. So long story short, the volunteer walked in and she's like, no, we was talking about ADHD. Let me get it right. He had ADHD. So she walked in and was like, oh, you guys talking about autism? And I said, no, we're talking about ADHD. And she's giving her 2 cents. And it's like, not to downplay anybody who doesn't have a college degree, but you're talking to 2 people who went to school for this, who studied this. And autism and ADHD are 2 separate things, and we wasn't talking about that, and we weren't talking to you. So she went on and on and on. And the moral of the story is, I said, if a child is born with a disability, 9 times out of the 10, it was the parents' fault, has something to do with it. So you have to look at, did the parents have a disability? And what was the parent eating, drinking, taking? What medicine was they smoking? You have to take all that into accountability. So if your child is born with a disability, you had something to do with it, a little bit. Because if your husband has cancer and your child is born with cancer, but cancer running his family, and you knew he had cancer, then you know that your child is probably going to have cancer and you still had a kid with him. That was a decision that you made. Okay, am I bashing your decision? No, but you made that decision knowing that your kid can potentially have a disability. She got so upset. I said, kids are born regular and then they get all these vaccinations. Oh, your kid got autism. How is it that we don't see the kid has autism till he's 4? Look at all this shit y'all didn't put into the kid now. And now all of a sudden he has autism. I said, so I believe the vaccinations does have something to do with the fact that there's autism and there's eczema and all this other stuff, because how is it we're only able to detect if a kid has autism when he's 4 or 5? Because between the ages of when he's born, because when they born, they give him a shot. And then you got to get a shot for this and you got to get a shot for that. The motherfucking list for the vaccination got longer and longer and longer as we got older. When I go to the doctor now, they like, oh, you want this, you want that? Hell no. When did this get on here? What is this?
Right.
What's in here? I don't want that
fuck
shit.
You trying to give me? Get the fuck up out of here and give me what I came for.
Oh, this came out and it's going to protect you from that. No, bitch, I'm protected by the blood of Jesus. Get me the fuck up out of here. I didn't come here for that. I came here for one thing. Give me what I asked for. I'm the fuck up out of here. But they got so mad. Because guess what? It hit home because one of their kids had autism. Do I know that? No, because I don't talk to you enough and I don't give a fuck about you. You're the volunteer. Go volunteer to go do some shit. But they got so upset they wanted to fight me over it. But when I'm talking to them and I'm having a conversation with them, they seem a little slow. So it's like, No, I'm not trying to be funny. It's like,
They just been
okay.
vaccinated recently.
Right.
What vaccine you just took recently?
like-
you a little off.
Okay, you a little off, and it's like, okay, you one of those black people who your parents didn't do no research. Your parents just, oh, my kid need the vaccination, so I'm gonna give it to him. And I feel like, yes, lower class of people just go what the fuck the doctors say. I feel like they don't really do their own research because they don't know how, or they don't know what this means. But the doctor said, oh, it's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna help your kid, and they just give it to him. So it's like, am I mad at you? No, that's not your fault. You don't your parents' fault. And it's not your parents' fault. It's their parents' fault. It's generational trauma just trickling down.
Facts.
And y'all not doing your research.
And look how crazy this is, right? For your immune system to get stronger, it has to be exposed to germs to be able to fight it off. It's just like working out. You got to lift the weights for your muscle to build. The second your child is born, they're injecting God knows what into your kid for protection before his immune system can be introduced to anything. And there's indigenous tribes that live off the grid on private islands that don't have none of this. And they live in the 160, 150. Like,
they running barefoot in dirt. All
they
that
out
type
there,
of
like,
shit.
just think about that for us. Like, them even coming in contact with us
can make them sick.
wipe them out because that's how pure they are and essentially how fucked up we are. So we really got to study this and go, well, how much of this shit do we really need? Because there's some vaccines that are good, that have been tested.
Yeah.
So we're not totally 100% against vaccines, right? But it's when you have a law in place that says you cannot sue for damages caused by what we created, that's when you have to go, something's wrong here. Because if you're truly about keeping us safe, you're going to test this to the T to make sure you don't get sued. You're going to test this to the T. Before you put this out to the public, you're going to be like, you know what? It might be a rare case, but for the most part, this is as safe as it can be. But the fact is, you can just throw anything out there, like the you-know-what vaccines, because YouTube won't let you say it. And there's a lot of people who were pressing and preaching for that same vaccine that the world got shut down for, and a lot of them been unalived. They got this new heart attack. I forget the exact name, like some sped-up heart attack, like... These people were perfectly healthy. They went and got the shot, bam, unalive. Blood clots, like all type of shit. And they're doubling back saying, oh, damn, you know what? The conspiracy theorists were right. This shit is actually dangerous.
Right.
So if people were right about that, how much other shit were people right about? It's time to question everything. Because everything we done damn near been lied to. So it's like, all right, wait a minute. Let's go back to the drawing board. This is safe. This is safe. Y'all introduced this in this year. Ever since you introduced that, this is spiked up. Let's look at this. Because prior to that, this didn't exist. So there has to be some type of correlation. We can't just ignore it and say, oh, we can detect it better. No. Get the fuck out of here.
It's crazy when you guys are talking about all this because it's like as we advance, we create things as humans to help us or protect us, and it hurts us. So is it inevitable? Do y'all think it's inevitable that we create things that ultimately destroy us? Because when you look at vaccines, it starts as something that's supposed to protect us, but then it turns into something that can harm us. You look at the foods we have and make, it was something that was natural that eventually, because of the advancement of technology and things, turned into something that harms you. You look at the shoes on your feet. They say if you're supposed to ground every day. So when you can't do that and you can't, ground and use your muscles and your feet the right way, it fucks up your posture. But we wearing shoes because we don't want to walk on. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we need the shoes, but at the same time, it fucks up your posture. So it's like, is it inevitable that the things we create are destroying us? Like it's just a very interesting topic to me.
I don't think it's inevitable. I think it's inevitable if you're a dumbass, if you're not gonna do your homework. Because at the end of the day, I feel like God already put mostly everything we needed already on
right
earth
here
for us to utilize and use. Now, if they got to keep creating shit, if they tell you they have a pill that cures a fever, and then the next week they tell you they have a new pill that cures a fever, you should start questioning that. Like, if this was the pill that we just created for this, it should never be another pill created after you found a cure for that. Right. So 9 times out of 10, and we know this already, this is the $1 million, not even $1 million, billion, $1 trillion industry when it comes to that. Nigga, they world-class drug dealers, nigga. They selling y'all everything to keep you addicted. They They're never curing nothing. They're treating you forever. How many years? If I treat a crackhead for 30 years, yes, he's gonna be a loyal customer, nigga, and make me rich. I'm gonna keep you. I don't want you not off this. And when every time you'll fix it, you fucked up, come back. Right. Come back in 2 weeks. I got you. Yeah. By the time 2 weeks kick in, your back, that itch should be on your back again. Come back. I got some more for you. I don't prescribe it stronger. So
it's inevitable when money is involved.
Because that's
it's not inevitable to be fucked up, and because we are smart enough and advanced enough to know, okay, this type of shoe, this type of insole is bad for your posture. This type of insole is good. They know which insoles are good and bad, but it's about profit.
I was gonna say it's about
that's
branding.
all it is. When the money gets involved, greed gets involved, corruption gets involved. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Even when you make enough money where money don't matter and there's nothing you can't buy, okay, now I got a lust for power now. Let me see if I can make people do this. Let me see if that's where it goes because there's nowhere else to go. So I don't think it's inevitable until the money's involved. Mm-hmm. Once a profit's involved off you being fucked up, I'm going to make sure you're fucked up so you can pay me. Why would I fix you? Come here one time, just a pill, you never got to come back. Right. No, take this pill, you got to come back forever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Like, we know what's going on, allegedly. I don't want to get flagged.
No, but yeah.
But, let's talk real. We know what's going on. And the fact that people pretend like they don't, they just put their head down and just keep trucking without questioning anything is terrible. And women like her in that interview, we have to get her out of positions of power. Yes. And get her from remove her from being a voice for the people because she's not. Look at her fucking eyes. I don't even think she's human. You know how they say they walk amongst us? Go watch this clip. Her eyes this big. Scientists said that, she looked like a bot. Let's do an x-ray on her. Let's see if she got some mechanical shit going on like the Men in Black. The face open up, the little people jump out. She might be one of them, bro. I'm telling you, she looked possessed.
The only things that I can see good that's coming out of that, it helps you separate who's who. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you know who to fuck with and who not to by them revealing themselves, by having those type of mindsets. So that's the only thing I can say that's good out of that. So we know how they're moving and who to watch for and how they stepping. Yeah, so you about to say something, Kobe?
No. I was listening to you. You made a good point about the one pill cure because it comes down to branding. You know, you have this thing that cures. Like we could talk about depression. There's how many depression pills? You know, right. Really they're all doing the same thing. So it does come down to making money. And when it comes down to it, it does.
Facts. And let me point this out. A lot of the things y'all think are hereditary is not. Mm-mm. It's not being passed down through your genes. What's being passed down are bad eating habits, bad habits. Y'all don't have cancer being passed down. What y'all have are cancer habits. My mom smoked. My dad smoked. I smoked. My mom had cancer. My dad had cancer. I got cancer. Yeah, dumb fuck. All y'all smoked. All y'all ate processed food for 30, 40 years. Of course you got cancer. All you did was eat cup of noodles out the microwave for 30 years. Yeah, you got cancer. You're eating the food that causes cancer. You're taking the products that causes cancer and you pass that down through every generation of your family and you think it's hereditary. No, it's your habits. I hate when fat ass people say, obesity is passed down to my family. No, your family eats like shit. You were fat in a diaper. I can't stand when I go to the beach and see fat kids.
Some of those,
come on,
some of those didn't have a chance from the beginning. So if that happened to you, because you do see them 5-year-olds big as hell in the stroller, but they damn near 80 pounds already, and I'd be like, damn, that's fucked up. You didn't even give them a chance.
That's child abuse. I say, damn, y'all not even giving him or her a shot.
No,
she got a diaper on, fat as fuck, can't even breathe all damn near.
And then when you see them, they be eating, right?
Yeah. As soon as they start crying, you giving them some damn food to shut them up.
In situations like that,
football game, same thing. The little kids sitting in front of me, I'm like, damn, these little kids is big as fuck, and they just eating popcorn, fucking it up, crying because he got the candy. Y'all don't need no candy. Y'all need some salad. Y'all need some fruit. And they just went to the little concession stand and go get some pizza, hot dogs. And I'm just like, the kids don't even have a fucking chance. The little boy, 5, he probably weigh 100 pounds. at 5 fucking years
That monkey
old.
gonna be on his back for the rest of his life.
Well,
And he don't even know it.
In situations like that, a lot of parents, misery loves company, and that's in all fields. You got parents that'll hold their kids back from going to school because they just don't want them to be smarter than them, or they didn't get to do it. So you got a lot of parents that, again, they fat, they know it's wrong to be fat, but if you skinny, then you might look at me as a bad influence. So let me make you like me, so you kind of stay under my guise of no, for real. So then I can keep you in my control. Because if you do the opposite of me, you're gonna start to see the faults in me, and therefore you're gonna lose respect. And then in turn I lose control of you.
I just
and
think
you
I
see
just
that
think
with a lot of parents.
I just think unconsciously some parents, they do it by being like, it's the lack of discipline to where it's the more of I love my kids so much I want to give you everything that you ask for type shit. I think a lot of that plays a strong part in them just giving them anything. Yeah, we out. You deserve the candy. I got it. You can get it. Like, so I think that's a big part of why we see that shit.
Man, childhood obesity should be labeled as child abuse.
Yeah.
Like, I'm petitioning for that. If you have a 5-year-old that is 85 pounds, 100, like, bro, that's not normal weight for a child. If your child's in a diaper with rolls on his back and titties already, that's abuse. The child can only eat what you buy.
Eating steak.
He can only eat what you buy. I'm not mad at him eating a steak or
but they be eating steak
hot
and mac
Cheetos
and
for
cheese
breakfast.
and your baby not even
Pop-Tarts.
one.
Listen, ADHD or ADD, whatever the fuck, that shit don't really exist. The kid's not over hyper. He's a kid. She's a kid. You feed them Pop-Tarts, Cinnabons, cereal, which is sugar.
Cinnabon's fire.
You know what I'm saying? For breakfast, they wake up on a device. They go to sleep on a device. Like, all of this shit. And then you want them to go sit in a classroom and just sit still. After you done just pumped them up with 1,500 milligrams of raw sugar. You might as well give them an energy drink. Here, drink a Bucked Up, drink a C4.
Drink a Monster.
Drink a Monster and go sit still and pay attention in class.
I think that should change.
Like, come on, cuz, cut it out.
They had those in the school.
Right. Was it Prime? They had those Prime things.
Yeah,
That
they
had
had
the
sugar
kids
free
They was
Red
promoting them
Bull
primes
and
to the middle
Their
school.
prime was fucking them kids up.
But what's
Fucking
crazy
kids
though,
up.
I think Dame or somebody has said that too. Like, that is a good point, that they need to start putting classrooms like outside. Like, stop letting them kids just sit in the classroom. That's why a lot of them is jumping out, acting a fool in class. Nobody want to sit still like that for 8-10 hours a day.
And you know what's wild? In other countries, they have that. They have classes that's outside in nature. And they show that the kids do better when they move around in different settings rather than sitting in this building with these Wi-Fi signals scrambling everything all fucking day. I don't even want to sit in one spot and listen to nobody talk all day in a class about some shit I don't give a fuck about. If it's shit I care about, yeah, I'll sit there all day. But some shit that I don't care about, and I'm a kid, and I ate all the sugar, like, come on, man. This shit's not working.
Right.
So shout out to Trump for standing on his word. He said, when I get in, this is what I'm going to do. He's not even officially in yet, and he's already got the wheels turning.
Standing on business.
Standing on business. So how could you be mad at it? And there's another topic, before we get out of here, I wanted to discuss. People arguing their emotions over facts. I was in a sauna today.
It go down in the sauna.
I was in the sauna today. Me and my son's friend, his dad, we got to talking politics or whatever the case, right? Because he was like, man, I'm at the point where I'm starting to notice most people are ignorant. Most people don't think outside the box. He like, bro, I done lost like 20-year friends recently over political differences. And I'm like, they don't even want to listen to the facts. I'm sitting here with an open mind listening to them, but when I tell them, okay, cool, I respect what you're saying, but did you ever look at this? They don't even want to see it or hear it. So a lady comes in, hears us talking, oh, which one of y'all, Trump or whatever, woo, woo. So we like, well, shit, honestly, we Trump. And I said, me, honestly, I believe two wings, same bird, but if I'm just ignoring that and I'm looking at what each party was preaching, Trump, all day. Better economy, bring everything back to the U.S., ban all this crazy shit they was doing with the kids, get the illegal chemicals out the food, or abort your child. Because that's all y'all voted for. Oh, yeah, but, you know, I got a daughter. If she get raped, I don't want her to have to keep that baby. And I'm like, you do know he never said he was banning that, right? Like, that was never spoken of. Matter of fact, he never said he was even banning it. He said he was going to leave it up to your state. She's like, what, really? I'm like, yeah, did you even research it? No, she didn't. She said, oh, I just don't like the way he talks. I said, okay, you have one party, don't like the way you talk, but your overall living in the real world is going to get better. One party, you like how they talk, and everything you don't believe, they're the ones pushing the agenda on your kid because you brought up your kid. Did you know that they were trying to make pedophilia legal? Oh, what the? Yeah, you don't see what's going on in California? You live in California. They're calling it minor attracted persons now. They're even trying to take the pedophilia label off. So we're giving her all these facts. She knew none of it. None of it. Like her and her husband can't even discuss politics because he voted Trump and she was going for, come on, I said, all over abortion. This is what I'm talking about. You got people voting that don't know the facts. You sat here and said, I don't like the way the man talked, so you didn't do any research at all. So you're arguing over something that you actually agree with because everything you said you don't believe in, the party that you wanted to vote for is the one ushering that in. But you did zero research because they talk nice. And this is a problem plaguing the community.
Definitely. I feel like I'm not really into politics. So no, I didn't vote. I never voted. I just decided not to. But I feel like if I was, I'm going to do my research. Since I haven't done my research, then I'm not going to vote. Because who the fuck am I voting for? I don't know. I'm just going to go with what the people saying. Oh, you should vote for Kamala because she's a black lady. No, I'm not going to waste my time going down there and vote for her because she's a black lady. I need to do the research myself. Then I'll go. Now, for the people saying, oh, I didn't vote for Trump because I don't like he did this. Okay, when he did that, he wasn't even a president. Like, so y'all bringing up old shit. Y'all not researching or anything like that. So I feel like everybody needs to do their research first. I can guarantee you, I know this part. He never said anything about he against the abortions. I know that much. So if I was gonna vote, I would have voted for him.
I'm with the facts over feelings, even if it's even if it comes to me, like if somebody telling me about myself and I need to hear that, I'd rather hear the facts than you worrying about how the fuck I'm gonna feel about it. Now, don't just be trying to talk disrespectful, but of course, tell me about myself. That's the only way I'm gonna move forward. But a lot of people don't distinguish. They let the emotions turn to rage and just take over. And then now, like we always say, you question their beliefs. They take the beliefs as a part of them, and now they ready to attack you over it. So it's always got to be facts over feelings. You got to be able to decipher that and go from there. I try not to get too deep with people no more because showing different parts of my mind that we show y'all here or some things that I choose to speak on, it's like you already know it's a waste of energy. Yeah, don't even waste your energy. Unless I actually care about you or love you or something like that, then I'm going to try to get you to understand, like, you need to understand this. So, but other than that, you just a random or something, I'm not wasting my time doing that shit. Like, you got it, fool. Go jump off the cliff.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, it's facts over feelings, but if you feel however you feel, I'm not going to stop you from feeling that way. I'm not going to, unless like what you just said, I know you and I really care about you and I want you to see something or see the truth on something, then I will go to, a greater extent or a greater length to get you to see that. But for most people, they already cooked, bro. It's like, it is what it is.
Facts.
Both sides, right? Like, they're going to believe what they're going to believe. You could come in here and tell them, 20 facts and they're going to be like, oh, well, I don't like her or I don't like him, and my family voted Republican or my family voted Democratic for 40 years, so this is what we're doing. So it's not really much you can do to wake people up. And politics, a lot of it is based around that, right? Like, that's the basis of it, is to kind of do this for us. And if that makes sense, like, we make the decisions for you. So when we want to put this person in office, even though you decide, you don't really have any knowledge about it, right? Like, people don't have an everyday peek into different people in the House or different people in the Senate or what's getting approved over here and there. They just trust the people that are in those positions to do it for them. So that's at the base of it, that's what it is anyway. So people don't even want to really go deep into it because it's too much for them to deal with. They got their own problems or however they feel about it, and they trust them. It's the same shit to people at McDonald's. You don't know what they doing back there, but you
trust them.
You trust them. So it's like some people, that's just how they rock. They're not really thinking about it.
It's a spooky thing to know these are the adults leading the next generation, and this is what I mean by just because you're an adult don't make you smarter, intelligent, or wise. Someone who will ignore facts even for the betterment of themselves over their feelings and emotions. Mind you, she was a woman, but there's men doing this too. Because I'm one of the believers that believe women don't even need to be in politics for that reason, right? Because they will choose their emotions over facts. But we're in a society where men have been molded by women. So a lot of men, a large sector of men, specifically black men who grew up in single parent homes raised by their mom, have ideologies of women. And we've seen it during the election. You niggas sound like bitches out here arguing over your emotions. Oh, I don't like Trump, speak like, I don't give a fuck. And I said, lady, you do realize Trump was the president, right? Already. Because it's like, y'all forget that. The man was already in office. Did you go to slavery? Did your daughter get raped and have to have the baby? Was your lives over? Was it World War III? I said, no, your husband probably made a lot more money. You probably made a lot more money. She said, oh, I wasn't working then. Yeah, that's how much money your husband was able to make. You didn't even have to work. Your ass got to go to work now, don't you? Yeah, I bet you do. Fucking groceries up 35, 40%, gas up 30. That nigga said, nigga, get your big ass up and get a job. Trump is gone. This shit is over with. The gravy train is a wrap. The savings is gone. Your ass is working now. And you could tell she kind of got in her feelings because she was just like, oh, y'all have a good day. But yeah, when you start getting hit with the facts, that shit wakes you up. And like bro said, people identify with these parties. That becomes a part of them. So when you attack the ideologies and the facts, they feel like you're attacking them and they don't want to listen. They'll shut down. This is why I think he even made a point. Messiah made a point on one show, like we need to eliminate any parties. So you don't have nothing to identify by. Whoever's going to be the leaders, put the candidates up. That way, there's no party to, oh, I'm this, I'm that. No, now you really have to listen to the policies now because there's nothing to, I'm this, I'm that. There's no flag to wave.
But see, I think politics, and that's what I was getting at, it's more based off of tradition than what they're actually doing in America in general, because we follow, like the Romans, tradition is a big deal. So if we take away the parties, then we take away tradition. That's why I look at it the way I look at it, because most people are following the tradition of a Republican, the tradition of a Democrat, not the actual policies at all. They're just following, well, these people traditionally are nice. We've seen them traditionally, be into civil rights. So this is traditionally what they do. We've seen these people traditionally do this and that. So this is traditionally what they do. We're not necessarily looking at policies. We're looking at tradition. Well, I agree. We should definitely get rid of parties. I just see that would be open up a whole different realm. You know what I mean? To base something off of actual substantial things instead of just that, what do you want to call it? That report card of social interactions. Because that's what a lot of people are basing it off of how the president interacts with different people or certain things they've said in the media. They're not really basing it off of anything that's cold hard. Because
even when it comes to these parties, like you just said, I like the tradition thing you said, but it's like if you ask somebody, why are you a Republican or why are you this? What type of rules of engagement can you really give me that makes you a part of this? Like, besides arguing with people out in the real world. Other than that, you really have nothing to really attach yourself to about what you choose to say. Like, you could wake up one day and say you're a Republican, and then the next day you say you're on the opposite side. So it's like, what rules of engagement do you actually follow? Did they give y'all a layout?
It's crazy,
did they give you a handbook? How much detail did you go down that makes you feel like this is what resonates with me as a person and why I need to do this? Because the ideologies could change every time a new president comes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you talking about tradition, by the next person, the new thinker that they put up there, now you have to follow a new ideology to make you relate to what that party is. So y'all need to question yourselves about how much attached to that you really are.
Yeah, there's even been case studies where, so say your party is against certain policies. They've taken those very same policies and told people who are aligned and pledged to that party that, hey, your party changed their mind on what they think about this policy. They now agree with it. And these same people who were just dead set on being against this, when they found that out, a large portion of them flipped their belief just because they were told that their party that they pledged to flipped their belief. Yeah. So you really don't believe shit. You believe what they tell you to believe. That's a puppet. That's a robot. That's dangerous. So NPCs in real fucking life. And man, I'm telling you, get rid of these parties, people will start to have to do research. But then you'll take away the divide and conquer. So But we could say it's not traditional. Guess what? For that thing to become a tradition, somebody had to put it into play. We can start a new tradition. You don't have to keep following the same old fucking thing, especially if it's not working.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
So I just seen something else. We got a little bit of time. You said something about Wayne. We'll get to that in a minute.
I want to shout out Lil Wayne, man. He just got they just gave him the first ever, the Know Your Star Walk of Fame and Master P. I think they all did that in New Orleans and presented that to him. I want to ask y'all, and he got his own day. They gave him a Lil Wayne day. I think it's like in February 6th to the 7th or something like that, I believe. So shout out to Wayne. He getting his flowers while he living. You know, a lot of times we wait for our black superstars and certain people. They don't get it till they dead when it don't even matter. So shout out to Wayne. But I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think this is all because of the Kendrick controversy and them feeling like New Orleans has to give something back to Wayne?
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Definitely.
100. Go ahead.
I feel like that because he about to go do the Super Bowl. Like, period. And he gonna do it in New Orleans, right?
No.
Right. No,
No,
Kendrick,
yeah,
Kendrick is.
yeah,
right.
Kendrick is.
So
Oh, yeah. Okay,
they had to
yeah.
give him something to make him feel better, especially since he did that little tweet that he made when he was like,
I felt
oh,
like
yeah. He mentioned me in a song, so I feel disrespected. But I listened to the song and it's like, no, he basically just said that when he got the Super Bowl, you wasn't giving him his flowers, basically. That's all he said.
To me, it's just like Kendrick never really took no shot. He just feel like you let him down.
Right, because
Yeah.
you was his, like, we grew up to listening to you and he looked up to you, and now that he about to go perform in your city, like, you didn't show him no love. All because I feel like the social media made it like, oh, he about to go in your city and all this other stuff. I feel like if social media wouldn't have made it like, oh, he's stepping on your toes, then Wayne wouldn't have felt like that.
Yeah, I think if social media ever didn't exist, Wayne would have called him, congratulated him, all type of
I
shit.
mean,
Exactly.
but if social media can make you flip, then I don't know what I could say about you. To me, like, if social media can put things in your mind, if you fuck with Kendrick and you were genuinely proud of him, the naysayers and the hype and the noise wouldn't have meant shit. You would have congratulated that man like any other real person would have if they really fucked with him. So to me, that's what that says. But the whole Hollywood Walk of Fame thing or whatever, that's definitely like some here nigga, you know, we want to show you love because of the whole situation that happened with Kendrick. But it could also be what you just said. Them maybe seeing the reaction to how he genuinely felt about it because he was hurt. And they could be like, you know what, we need to honor this man and give him his flowers because you never know, you know, God forbid, but you just never know what could happen. So coming off of something like that, he might be in a situation where it's like, we should do this for him because Wayne feeling that way is kind of fucked up when he's been one of the top rappers that we've known, you know, and grown to love for a long time.
I believe it was 100% due to this whole Kendrick thing. And it's a two-way street, right? So they felt Wayne got undercut. He didn't get his just due. So it's like, we going to give him his just due. But what they could be sparking is, hey, we don't have to wait for somebody else to give us our flowers. We can do it ourselves. We don't got to wait for these people who work at the Hollywood Walk of Fame to decide when we good enough to get a star. They go, we're the culture. So this is, in a way, taking control of the culture. Because it's like, we decide you good enough right now. Here go the star right now.
Fuck what
in
everybody
your
else
city
saying,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And because really, who are these people to decide, okay, you get a star, you don't? Like, no, we're the culture, bro. The culture decides you good enough. Here you go.
Exactly.
So, I mean, other regions should follow suit.
I think, and I agree, that's a great point. That's my next point I was going to get at. I think this is a great spark, but the thing is, it's going to take time and dedication for people to look at it in that light, only because it might be there. But I think every city should start doing this for their own city, start appreciating the people in your city, especially the people that's putting on for your city.
True.
And like you said, for Master P coming out and doing that, I think that's big. And that's basically what I was saying even the last episode we had about worrying about these trophies and stuff from these people. We can create our own shit. You know what I mean? Start our own thing, and because we gonna make it cool.
Yeah, exactly that.
Once we start really pushing that, and over time people see it serious, like, nah, fuck them other rewards. Nigga, we got our own shit, nigga.
Exactly.
Let's go over there.
Exactly.
So,
Rest in peace, Justo Faison. He was one of the
Right.
ones who was leading that early on, back in the early 2000s when he had the mixtape awards.
Right.
Because the mixtape artist wasn't getting no praise, even though they was putting in a lot of work. And mixtapes are one of the places where you can get real, raw, uncut hip hop, real artistry, not the watered down shit.
Right.
So somebody should have taken that torch and carry that on after he lost his life. So this, in a sense, is Master P and them picking up that torch in a sense and showing y'all, hey, we don't have to wait on anybody. It's on us. So shout out P. But one question before we get out of here, I want to ask y'all was, do y'all believe a lot of the artists in the golden era would have survived if social media was around back then? Just think about Twitter, right?
No.
Cancel culture and all that.
No.
Think about like someone like Mystical, right? The man came on a song and said, I came in with my dick in my hand. Be cool. Like he literally said he came in in a room full of women with his dick in his hand. They tripping, bitch, be cool. Like this normal. Like a lot of the lyrics back then was so questionable. Think of Biggie. You so fine, I suck your daddy dick. Like social media would have ripped these niggas to shreds to where I don't think they would have been viewed in the same light as they are now, if social media and Twitter existed back then.
Even that, all the weird shit you've been seeing for the last couple years, that it would have been expedited, right?
Yeah.
We would have known all the rumors faster than what we knew now. It wouldn't have been no 20 years for you to get built up and be, you know what I mean, this thing, and then now we find out whatever we find out. All of that shit would have went out the window. So I think a lot of people that we see wouldn't have lasted, because social media is like, damn, it's the FBI damn near. They gonna find you.
They find
when
everything.
When they get
Everything.
fixated on you, it's over. You're cooked. They're gonna get everything. So
But it's a I think it depends. It's like a two-edged sword with that, because I just think it depends on how much people fuck with your music and how much it resonated with you. Because I hate to always bring up R. Kelly, but people knew shit about R. Kelly and still fucked with him. The only difference is, I think, with the social media eras that, or I want to say back then, the aura of them not being able to be as much
accessible.
accessible, and you being able to nitpick at them and see who they are. Like a lot of over time, we let these social medias. We see niggas that we liked it and start to find out they turned out to be goofies, but doing all this weird shit for social media. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you didn't have access to that. You got on the DVD, gave a little spill of your DVD, and that was it. So I think that would have been your only downfall if you did that to yourself. But
would they have survived?
I know it depends on the artist. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the artist. Some would have, some wouldn't
Would
have.
Biggie have survived saying, you so fine, I suck your daddy dick, with Twitter around?
Biggie would have survived.
I
don't believe so.
that.
I think it would have been cooked.
If Biggie dropped all the Zach,
viral, yeah.
I think it would have been cooked.
If Biggie would have dropped all the exact same songs that he made in his catalog, he would have survived.
I don't
It's
know.
a girl
People would have maybe
on-
said he got edgy lyrics. That's my some people
Edgy
would've-
lyric, nigga, he would have
that's
been a
what people
meme
said.
by tonight.
by tonight. It's a girl on TikTok, and she's like singing all the old songs, like from back in the day until like now, when we was in middle school and elementary school. And when she's singing them, and she's like breaking it down, and you really listen to the words, it's like, damn, what was we doing fucking singing this? This shit is crazy as fuck. And I really feel like, yeah, they probably would have got canceled, because it's like, what made you think that was okay? Why would you say that?
Or probably
Like-
like a lot of
And we never really thought about it. We just blindly
we
really.
just
But-
10 years
but-
old
oh,
talking
God.
about.
Which girl is that be promoting the STD shit?
Sexy Red.
She just said the wildest shit, and she just going higher and higher.
True.
So to sit here and say that people wouldn't have lasted, I don't think that would have just. If you make good music, you would have made good
I
music.
think it's different for
People don't-
women though.
think
Women
a lot
get
of
passes
niggas-
that
But you
men not
Yeah.
get.
didn't say men. You just said people back then.
You did say
Yeah.
people back
No,
then.
I know, but now I'm specifying. She's a woman.
She would
Yeah.
actually
So
got killed
it-
for that more back then than now, though. She would have, because
For sure.
she would
Yeah.
have got killed more back then for the whole STD and making a lip gloss that's each lip gloss is named
Gonorrhea.
a different STD. Like all of that wouldn't have flown back in the day, because they was killing people like Lil Kim for being, you know, as
Edgy.
Too
and-
vulgar.
as provocative
Yeah.
as she was, and now you see regular girls walking around looking like they work on figs. So it's like it don't
Right.
even. It's
Nigga,
like,
That's a great point.
Nigga, I was in middle school and wasn't even popping pills, but singing D12, nigga, popping pills and all type of shit.
Right,
So it's
right.
like if
I'm
the music,
geeked up.
if the music was good, then it's like it is what it is.
I don't
but
know, cuz a
true.
lot
We
of
had
these,
the
lot of
Thiz- we had
these
the Thiz
lyrics
face.
and.
that's a fact. No, we had a Thiz face.
And we talking about the lifestyles, like God rest his soul, DMX, cuz he didn't really get no pushback on being a crackhead or nothing like that. I feel like Twitter, they would have ran that shit in the ground.
Wasn't he in
but
a, wasn't
the
he in a
memes
apartment
and-
somewhere?
Like,
thing-
all
see,
type of shit, bro. Like, it's different.
The difference of DMX was real and raw.
Yeah.
And then knowing his background story, it's like knowing he was laced, knowing this ain't what he just woke up and chose, and he didn't hide it. The difference of people, like you said, that wouldn't make it is usually the ones that's being exposed for something that they was hiding in the background. DMX had his life he had his heart on his sleeve and showed it to the world. You know what I mean? Prayed, he cried for people.
That's a great
Did
point.
everything on stage. So it's like, nigga, how can you hate DMX? You was a goofy.
Because
And
social
people-
media don't care. They
I
hate
know,
everybody.
but
Nigga, they don't care. That's what I'm getting
That's what I'm
at.
saying, but it would have been damn near impossible because so many people related to DMX for
Yeah,
being
right.
real as he is. DMX was a person that encouraged people, inspired people to be themselves to where they wouldn't feel ashamed. DMX was a whole different level. Like
It's to me, it's weird because it's like the dynamics are different. Like I could say DMX now would have been popping because we have so many rappers that struggle with addiction openly, where it would
Right,
have been like,
yeah.
okay, we get it, but I don't know about back then. Y'all looked at niggas who had addictions differently than we do now. Niggas wasn't crackheads, like that was frowned upon. Niggas was selling the drugs, not like taking them. I feel like more so back then.
Yeah.
So the view of that would have been different. Today, I think he would have been like, man, this nigga's really raw and uncut, like you said, because he's going through things and he's
Like,
being
just think about
transparent about it.
DMX to me in my eyes was never looked at like a smoker though.
No,
It's
I
like
don't think
that's
so.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I'm
That's
saying,
my
But
point.
what I
That's
mean
what I'm
is,
saying.
but sometimes he's on, sometimes he off. Sometimes he going to recovery. He might relapse. He tell you he relapsed. DMX wasn't always just out his fucking mind on dope.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We start seeing him worse as he got older.
Nobody highlighted it though.
I
That's
know,
what I
but-
mean.
but-
Social media will highlight and run that shit into the ground.
highlight
meme after meme after meme.
highlight that
after
nigga
meme.
in Belly. Highlight that nigga in Cradle to the Grave. Highlight that nigga in his movies. Highlight his albums. They
would've loved
he
that,
had
though.
way
Yeah.
more shit to surpass that little shit. Like, yeah, everybody fucked up. He just got his in the open, and you better how
They
you.
only
are.
highlighting the bad
Nigga,
though. That's what I'm getting.
I know.
See, we looking at him in that light.
Right.
I'm looking from the scope of I know how Twitter is. They don't give a fuck, nigga. You could have died right now. You gonna be a meme and a joke.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah,
shit gonna
this
be
is true,
viral.
but Twitter not just killing everybody off.
Nigga, they
Like-
killing everybody, nigga.
Yeah, they're
it's a
making-
sector of
I know
Twitter.
what you're saying. They're making memes.
See, you don't be
but
on Twitter like
I
that.
do, but they're not making it to the
They're
point
also
where this
building
person is
people
just
up as
done.
well, though. They're
It's
also-
literally the reason why a lot of like the people I was like, there's like, oh, I don't want to go because I don't want to get canceled. I don't want to get on Twitter. And people, I'm like, you got to be somebody to get canceled. But they like they said, Twitter will like literally like eat
God.
you alive. And
Alive.
if you not strong enough, you will just fold. Like me, I don't give a fuck what people say about me. I don't care. It is what it is. Like you don't like me, oh well. Because people gonna say something about you regardless, whether you look good, whether you don't look good, whether you broke, got money, it don't matter. But I feel like a lot of people can't take that, so they avoid the social media. But yes,
See,
social
but I
media
even
eats
think
you
the artists
alive.
back then was more resilient. They was more
Yeah.
they was really more into the streets. More, I ain't gonna say more as far as the
More
young
resilient in what sense?
in a sense of overcoming a lot of that different shit, not being as sensitive to shit. Like
Yeah.
They
I
didn't deal with this type of scope and spotlight because a lot of them we're starting to see crumble in the light who are introduced to this now. They like, damn, cuz was never like this back then. They didn't have to deal with this. If you wasn't on MTV, where was you seeing critics at? The Source magazine
Had paparazzi.
and Double XL.
Right,
It wasn't no
paparazzi, yeah.
forums, like it was nothing to criticize you really back then. You could do anything.
Yeah, the tabloids, like they catch
Yeah.
you in your house eating, looking ugly, like, oh damn, this nigga. They have some shit like that,
Right.
But it wasn't
Right.
an everyday 24/7
24/7.
smear campaign if they choose to. Because if you, like I said, if you get on their bad side, you're cooked. They're gonna
Yeah.
find
And
everything.
they
They gonna be on
at
your
you
ass.
now in every post. Like, nigga, the fan could get a direct link to you now. They didn't have that back then.
So what artists do you think that wouldn't have survived right now besides the
Mystical
two-
Cook, nigga.
I said besides. I was gonna say besides the ones you just named. Nigga.
Mystical Cook.
Mystical never even got.
Biggie might be cooked. Shit. I'm
Do
trying
you think Tupac would have lasted?
to. Ooh, which Pac?
They might have been treating. They might have been treating.
Listen,
like
the
Tupac.
first,
nigga, he was
the
only
first
25,
era, no,
nigga.
first,
Because the West Side
first
shit
era
is
Pac
later.
was cooked, nigga.
What was the first era Pac?
The ballerina, that Pac, nigga, is over with, cuz.
He was a yeah.
That
okay.
Pac was, cause we didn't find out about that till later
No
on.
Pac slander, but we even then you didn't.
was
even,
done.
How you gonna say the first era? You didn't even know that.
That's
nigga.
what.
Yeah.
That's my point.
So you
social
can't-
media is gonna
No,
know
I
you,
know,
nigga.
I
You're
know.
done.
Social
They know how
media
you
will
that.
But you
find out.
didn't know him, but there was already videos of that out.
He was just
No,
doing
we
his,
didn't know. See, you got to start being on Twitter, bro,
I know
and to
what you're
see
saying.
the magnitude of this shit.
He probably would have been social media famous. The black nigga at Juilliard. He
That
probably
nigga
would've-
would
He would have went viral for that.
It would have been no trying to be thug life after
No,
that. Niggas
no.
would have been pulling that. What?
Just like how they did Drake when he came out, that nigga in a wheelchair. It was this nigga off the grassy. They was talking about him.
Prodigy from Mobb Deep, nigga. They
Yeah.
would have got to pulling up his ballerina shit. Like,
Yeah.
hold on, nigga.
Wait,
Didn't
what?
you go to what the fuck? Like, nigga.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
He
see.
looked so lost. Like, wait,
See?
who?
Damn.
Go listen
Nigga
to
was
Jay Z
mad.
Takeover,
but I
nigga.
would say, but then they been.
You was a
talked about
ballerina.
that.
I
Yeah.
got the pictures. I seen you. Like, nigga, what you think that was about? That was about Prodigy, nigga.
I think like a lot of the rappers who were back in the day who was like, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm gangsta, I'm killing shit. Though, and then we figured out about they past. Now they probably wouldn't have last. Like social media would have ate their ass up.
What I say though,
They would've
the
lasted,
rappers
man.
back
Hell
then.
no, they wouldn't have lasted.
Even-
Because
even
you
like-
had to be real back then.
But even
You
like
had to.
Pac, no, you did. I mean, you did, but a lot of people, I
How
feel
you
like
say you have to be real? Half them niggas that we talk about all the time was rapping fake shit.
What I'm saying is a lot
I
of
ain't
people.
saying you. I'm talking about
the
them.
image
thought-
is what I'm saying. If we found out it was fake
Right.
on your climb up, you was cooked,
Do you
nigga.
feel like more people were rapping from like a viewing point though back then, and like I'm actually doing it point?
No, nigga, we
Coming
thought they
straight
was
out of
doing it.
Compton.
I thought
Crazy
it was-
motherfucker
Name
name
Ice
Ice
Cube.
Cube.
Right.
Then we like, hold on.
We
Cut
really
away from
thought.
LA.
Q didn't even gangbang. And he from LA.
I didn't even care.
Staples
I
had
didn't
to
care
tell me
about the
that,
game
yeah.
bang, but why did you have to?
No.
Why you just didn't say LA?
We
though?
thought that nigga gangbang from
I know he
Compton.
did.
We like, hold on, Cube not a Crip? What the fuck? We thought it was 2 Crips in the blood in West Side Connection, nigga.
We did.
Cube was a non-affiliate, nigga.
did.
Talking about straight out of Compton.
Nah,
Nigga,
But he
you way
always
from
had
South
he always
Central,
had like a
cuz.
black rag. Or
Yeah,
something
I
too.
never seen him with blue
Nah,
rags. and
nigga.
shit.
So you gonna tell me you didn't think Cube was a street
Nah,
nigga?
I mean, we did.
Y'all
We did.
capping,
I
man.
didn't think he was a crip.
I didn't
thought
say
he was
I
just a
didn't think he
hood
was in
nigga.
the streets,
These
but I
niggas
didn't never
cap.
think he was a gang member. I knew you knew.
I thought bro
you
was
knew
banging
Dub
West
I
Side.
thought that nigga
thought he
was
was
West
crippin',
Side
nigga.
Connection because he from the West Side of LA, I think. Yeah, but that's about it. But you knew Mac 10 was where he was
Yeah.
from, and you
Yeah.
knew Dub.
When
C
you was a
from there
kid, you didn't think Cube was banging?
I thought he was.
Nah,
I
all
for sure
them-
thought he was.
My brother had all them CDs. I never heard Cube banging.
I know. Did you his
Yeah.
image?
He was
I thought
around
it was
niggas.
his
I thought he
image,
was.
yeah.
His image, everybody thought Cube was banging, bro. I don't care what y'all say.
I
Niggas
did.
thought he was from Compton. What the fuck, he from South Central? Why the fuck you didn't say straight out of South Central?
Yeah.
I thought he was from
Because
Compton.
they had Easy behind it.
Yeah.
Like, come on, cuz.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas is not from Compton,
I'm
bro.
from Compton, and when I found that, I'm like, this nigga from LA.
Vince Staples was the one who put me onto that. I ain't gonna
Niggas
cap.
thought
Yeah,
Snoop
nah, I
was
been knew that.
niggas thought
Yeah.
Snoop was a hardcore killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas
kinda-
for sure thought Snoop was out here, nigga,
Yeah.
going crazy. Then niggas got to coming out like, nah, he official, but cuz wasn't really like pressing
What the
lines
shit?
like that, like y'all thought he was. Shit like that.
Yeah, I have people from like a lot of my people from 20s, like, yeah, they was like, he official, but
He was more
we,
hustling.
we was pushing lines more than him. Like, we was more of the muscle.
Everybody gonna have something to say, but you see the videos of Snoop pressing niggas
Nah,
in the
cuz
park.
he did go to the meeting, like, nigga. Any nigga need that? We need to get this out the way,
No,
nigga.
they
So,
wasn't saying he wasn't pressing, but they
Yeah.
was saying like he was more on his money shit.
But it's always gonna be somebody that has something to say. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They was hating on Nip before he left. So
I'm just saying though,
Yeah.
I'm really thinking it's like, bro, a lot of shit they got away with in the 90s, nigga. They didn't have the scope,
Yeah.
and the
Especially fucking
spotlight
Uncle
of
Luke.
Twitter. What? Luke, he was on some freaks. He might have survived, nigga. That might have amplified Luke a little
And they
bit.
said Uncle Luke was a gangster. He
Yeah.
was the whole
Yeah.
opposite of what you expect.
Right.
MC Hammer
right.
too.
He
Cub
was
was
a
really
freak.
stepping on
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
MC
especially
Hammer.
MC.
Hammer was
yeah.
really stepping on shit with them Bay niggas, nigga.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said MC came 100 deep.
That shit was different. But
Yeah.
just think about maybe if Chris Brown was out back then. I don't think the Rihanna thing is as big.
Oh no, it's not.
Chink on his armor as I think that gets swept under the rug in the '90s.
For me, it's swept under. But people want to crucify Chris Brown so much to limit his greatness. But
Yeah.
shout
I
out
agree
to,
with you,
shout out
though.
to Breezy because he's still
If it
doing
would've
this
happened in
shit.
the 90s,
That's the only thing they
swept
really got
under
to
the
say
rug.
about Cuz.
That's
We
it.
would
That's the
have.
only thing.
I don't
Yeah.
even think we would have. If it would have happened in the 90s, I don't even think we would have seen her.
You had
pictures.
Ike and Tina. You had crackheads.
Right, that's what I'm
But
saying.
that's what I'm saying. It was
I'm just
cool
saying,
back
though,
then.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
because
Brown
people
would've-
accepted it because they knew this shit went on in real life.
Right.
People at your house, you knew probably somebody down the street got the same type of damn abuse
Yeah.
at home.
Ike was a celebrity for
Yeah.
whooping Tina feet.
I know, I'm just saying. I know.
Go clean yourself up.
Yeah,
Right?
like, we
Niggas
low
told
key
it-
was cheering him on. Like, yeah, Ike and Tina. Don't be the next Ike and Tina. Like,
Yeah, that shit. I mean, I think a lot of people would have. I don't know what y'all think about like people like Michael Jackson. Would he have survived in the social media? What people
Michael
have,
Jackson was in every era.
That's what I'm
he was in
saying.
every
he was
era.
no, but he meant like the height of
Yeah.
the pedophile thing. I don't.
What his shit was all over the
All
fucking
over the
social
fucking
media.
world.
But,
What is y'all
yeah.
Nah, Twitter didn't
news
exist,
channels-
cuz.
News
And
channels
he's
every
still-
day.
Twitter didn't
Nigga, you know
exist.
how long Twitter been out?
You'd have had way
Yes,
more
nigga,
people.
like
Yeah.
since like 07 or something like
You would've
that.
had
Twitter
way
didn't
more
exist
people,
back
though.
then. You know when that
No.
them
Nah.
allegations
It really
been?
started
No,
to
the
crack.
Macaulay Culkin era. No, hell, no.
It
We're
really
no
started
Twitter
to crack
around.
like 2012. I think you would have more people because like with the whole Drake and Kendrick thing, for instance, right? You had a lot of people pointing and going into the label and the logistics side of it. I think you would have had a lot of more people doing that for Michael Jackson. Like, hold on, wait, you on trial for this? Oh, hold on. And then they would have looked into the label and the royalties and all those different things.
So you saying it might have helped, cuz?
It might have helped his public opinion at least. I think way more than what it is right now.
Because he had nobody to really argue in favor of him.
Nope.
Because all the media was just against him and that was it.
Now you got voice messages coming out of him talking about, man, they want everything. You know, certain things about the Jews, and he talked.
Nah, I came to find out that he owns so much of that shit that's why they wanted him up out of there. Then they kind of find out they say he didn't really play with the kids.
The label he was
That's
with,
what he
though,
getting
the
at.
label
Yeah,
he was
I know.
with, he had to
Yeah.
ask them at times to use his own money. Like shit like that would have came out, niggas would have been like, hold on, there's something deeper at play for sure.
Right.
But it's
I think.
it's still people could have spoke out. A lot of people could have been on radio stations. They had a lot of power to do a lot of different shit.
Like
Niggas-
who?
Anybody that's
You
associated
can't just
with him.
speak out, nigga, back then.
Why you couldn't?
You
Because you don't
Where
got
you
no
gonna
laptop.
speak
Yeah,
out
you don't
at?
got no
What do you
platform.
mean?
You don't
I
have
just said
this.
it. You got radio stations. You got
That's
magazines.
owned by the
you
people
got all
that's
type of
that's
shit.
running the campaign against them. You're
And
not
then
just
you would've
getting on
got
that
canceled.
radio.
Yeah, you can't.
You
can't.
done,
Man,
nigga.
niggas
It's not
making
like social
DVDs,
media.
all type of shit, man.
Hell no, nigga.
It's not
you-
like social media
If
where
you
you can
really
just turn it
want,
on.
yes, you can just turn on the DVD and record.
No, nigga, you can't just turn it on.
People was making DVDs and just putting them out, nigga.
Blackballing back then was different than now. You get blackballed now,
It's
you
done.
you can work through that.
Right, but
back
back
then,
then-
you was blackballed, you were done.
The niggas that got blackballed back then still blackballed today.
Yeah,
I
it's
ain't seen them
over
niggas do nothing. I know a couple niggas that got blackballed, and you don't see them doing a motherfucking thing. They in the hood right now, just still in the hood, cause they got blackballed.
Because it was no way to just get on YouTube
No,
or get on and build your own.
exactly.
Like the following was through the majors. So if they said you're done, everybody wasn't fucking with you.
Yeah.
Nobody was fucking
So that
with you.
mean they really would have made it in today's time then. If that's the case, if y'all saying it was worse being blackballed then being blackballed now, then all them artists would have made it.
No,
now.
blackballed. I mean, like
I know,
the
like it's a
public
campaign
image, the
against you,
perception.
yeah.
No, not a campaign. The public finding something iffy about you and blowing it up, and it blowing up on Twitter to a post with 5 million reposts, and like nigga, that shit really affect artists today.
It's
Yeah,
different.
it do.
That shit different, nigga. You got them motherfuckers suicidal over that
Because
Twitter
you got to
shit.
think
nigga.
about it. Then you look at the people who maybe are deciding certain things. They're even being influenced by the social media before they even go and make the decisions on whatever it is in a case or whatever it may be. They're even being influenced by social media. So whereas back then they probably weren't. I mean, there was no social media to be influenced by. So it was just the people you were directly around. Where now, you know, you got jurors coming in and they done watched academics break down whatever for a 2-3 hours. So they already think they know everything when they walk in there. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I was sitting here thinking about that R. Kelly interview where he started crying and shit, talking about what they were trying to do to Nah, because I was sitting here.
I don't know how the whole time, people.
Yeah, but I was finna say R. Kelly can get out of jail right now and sell out a show.
Of course.
Of course.
So, but I'm saying he's in the social media era and he's from back then. And
No,
he
but
was-
see, he came from back then. It's different. He came and built his accolades before the social media era. So he's already engraved in stone in people's minds as R. Kelly.
And I think we're living long enough to see social media become a villain. Where like at first it was everything on here is true. We take it at what it is. Now we have more people doing, exposing
way
people,
too much.
bringing things out to where people's like, hold on, this not everything we see on this bitch is true. Like
True.
it's different where we're living long enough now. It's like, you know what? Is R. Kelly that? Well, no, he's bad. He's for sure bad. But
Right.
you got people that with certain things,
trying to
it's
clean
like,
that
Hey, Boosie don't
they
give a
can't
fuck,
win
cuz.
that.
He campaigning for R. Kelly, nigga. Boosie don't care
Boosie
about
don't
that
give a
shit,
fuck.
cuz. Like, free R. Kelly, nigga.
I feel like we do live in an age of where social media is very detrimental to your image if it's not used in a positive way, and you have to really like watch what you say. And I really feel like when you are at a certain height in your career, you have to be careful. But if you come on as a I don't give a fuck ass person and people fuck with you, then you can do what the fuck you want to do. But I feel like if you putting on the I'm this, I'm that, I'm so wholesome, but in the background you ratchet as fuck, in today's world, they're gonna find out about it, and then that's when you get canceled. But I feel like if you come on like Sexy Red and pop your shit and be Sexy Red from the beginning to the end, people like authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
And if you authentic into who you are and you don't try to hide anything, people fuck with you.
Prime example. Not
What?
to cut you off.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to let you speak on this one. Ice Spice, prime example. Social media has effectively, in a sense, destroyed her career just because she lost weight.
this shit crazy.
Every time she released a song, all they do is the before and after. Man, what happened to Ice Spice? Well, now that I look at it, she wasn't even that bad. She wasn't cute. She just had ass. Now she's just ugly with a big head. Like that's all that's following.
Was her music ever really that
movement.
good?
That's what I'm getting at.
No, that's what I'm saying though. But some of these artists that you named, like Biggie, is supposed to be
It's
a
hard.
fucking
It's gonna be
goat.
harder to
Yeah, like nigga, he's the best rapper there was. So
was he the best rapper there was? Or he died and got
no. To some people, Biggie was the best back then and now. So to sit here and try to be like I'm canceling him it wouldn't have happened just off him saying what he was saying. He probably would have been more accepted with all this LBGTQ crap, whatever it is. But
The alphabet gang.
yeah, but Ice Spice, even with her, that's another two-edged sword too. Because now I just think she doing like what the rest of them did, like Amber Rose and them. You embrace the black side, get up there. Now she going all the way white. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's starting to look like.
how's she going white though?
What
With
she
her
mixed
song.
with? Ain't she mixed with?
No, I'm
mixed
saying,
with
but
like
how's she
Hispanic.
going white?
I mean, she lost all that ass.
She just lost weight. Nigga. That don't mean she going
What I
white.
mean is the look. The
White
stigma
girl
of
got
the look.
ass now, nigga.
Man, this nigga playing stupid.
It's
now.
White girls got ass now, nigga.
We know
But I get what
what
he's
you
saying.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get
man.
what
Yeah.
you're losing
There's
the black
traditionally
girl
a look.
image.
There's
Right,
a traditional
exactly.
look,
Same
yeah.
thing you just spoke about all these damn races and they traditional looks. Nigga, we know what the white girl traditional look was. Nigga, skinny, probably some titties
That shit
or whatever.
over with, nigga. Them
This
bitches be
then-
thick as hell now. Nigga, I'm in the gym. Them white girls just as thick
We're
as
talking
everybody
about
else.
tradition. The same way you brought up the Mexicans. And if they look, you gave a whole example about Mexicans being a certain way. So
Yeah.
this nigga's a cap artist.
Cut said she going white.
I see what he's
I don't give
saying,
a
like,
damn. Cuz can't wait to
do
try
that
to bleed a nigga.
crazy, though.
Because
so
even with her
bullshit.
music, is straying away from the type of music she started with, and then the artist that she's now like collabing
She's
with.
transitioning with
Yeah.
different shit.
And
See, you
she's
don't see it
collabing.
now. Watching time, it's
She
gonna
had a
change.
song with
As soon
Taylor
as that
Swift.
shit ran out, her career was
Exactly,
over.
yeah.
That
Taylor
shit was-
Swift.
You said what?
As soon as that shit ran out, her career was over. Turn that shit around.
But
That's it.
she's jumping ahead of the ratchet wave ending.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
she's already.
Oh, that's what you think she's doing.
She's already moving towards a different direction. Like
I
let
think
me
so, too.
let me be one of them to get up out this way because this shit is people getting tired of it. They
Maybe.
paying attention to the males. They
I'm
seeing
not gonna
all
lie.
this shit.
She might be
Like,
ahead of her time, but she might need to gain a little more weight. Some
she-
people don't look
Nigga,
good.
I know her.
skinny.
She looked good
She
with
might
that
need
ass.
shit.
Yeah.
That ass was hitting a little different.
That
She
ass,
not
that,
need to
ass,
get that ass
that
back.
ass had you watching and listening to unnecessary shit.
Oh God!
I think that's when people was like, oh,
Hey,
Ice
her
Spice,
strings
Ice
was going
Spice.
up on mute, nigga. Nigga mute the shit and watch that shit.
I think that it was because of the way she looked. It was white people was tapping into her music, and you know the beat. I feel like I like the beat. You know, I'm in the gym. I'm like, okay, the beat is getting me going. But as far as like guys, it's just about the image, like, and two, like. Once you see somebody looking a certain way and then they drastically change and look another way, people are gonna talk. Like when I lost weight, when I came around, my family was like, "You need to eat. You
Yeah,
need
niggas
to
be like, "You sick?"
Nah,
need
because
to
Niggas
eat."
always gonna hit you with that.
But
You
for
need
real,
to eat.
now, because now
You
for
need to
real,
eat,
though,
baby.
some
Like-
people now they start get concerning. Like you straight, good, like you fucking bones. Like
Well,
you can
I
stop
lost-
now.
I
I ain't
lost
saying
30
you. I'm
pounds
just saying in
fast.
general. Like
No, it happened fast. Like it was like 30
Hey,
pounds in 30
what's
days,
going on?
right?
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, my neck bones was showing a little bit, and they wasn't used to that because that was the smallest I ever been. So I ain't seen nobody in 30 days. So 30 pounds in 30 days. So when they see me, they
that's
like,
30 pounds in 30
That's
days is
crazy.
crazy.
Damn, you was on some other shit. You was on that pink
damn.
cocaine,
No,
cuz. You
I
know
was
where?
in the- no, I was
out
in
the
the
holy
gym.
water for
Oh God, she was snorting Ozempic.
I was in the gym twice a day. I had became vegan. So once you clean out your body, like
lot
how
of
we was
shit.
talking about, you full of shit. 15 pounds went away fast
Quick.
in 7 days.
That's very
I was
true.
down 15 pounds in 7 days because I did a full cleanse. I became vegan. I stopped smoking. I stopped drinking. I didn't go partying. I didn't do nothing. I was in the gym twice a day, working my 3 jobs and in the gym. That was it. So when people saw me, they like, bitch, what is this? I can grip this, and then it was this.
30 pounds in 30 days. I need that regimen. We finna
I
get
got
rich.
you.
We
Yeah.
finna get rich
I
in
got
3
you.
months.
I got you.
Nah, because that's an unhealthy drop. You're supposed to really realistically
You-
only
if you
lose
have the weight
1
to
to
lose,
3
though.
like a week.
If you have the weight to lose.
'Cause it's supposed to come
Now,
off slow.
If you my size, no, I don't recommend losing 30 pounds in 30
If you
days.
like 290 pounds,
I was
300 pounds.
165 at 5'2". I had 30 pounds
Okay,
to
so
fucking
you-
lose. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay,
right.
Somebody that's 250 pounds, you have 30 pounds to lose
Nah,
if you my
facts.
height. But at the same time, I wasn't starving myself. I still was eating. I literally like meal prep, protein shake. You gotta really be on it.
You
If
still have the right amount of calories and all that
Exactly.
type of
You know
stuff.
who need
yeah.
to do that? Who that fat ass
Dave
nigga who
Blunts.
was on stage
Hey.
trying to take shots at Snoop?
You know, you seen the
which
picture they
one?
had with Cub, bitch?
Fat nasty ass
You seen
nigga.
that? Shit, I mean,
Disgusting.
Who you talking
They drew the
The
arrow.
fat nigga who was on stage.
He can sing though. He's
Dave
sung in a
Blunts.
wheelchair.
You
Down there
talking
finna
about-
die.
you
Nigga
talking
came
about
on with the oxygen tank,
Yeah.
nigga. Oh my
This
God.
girl
Hey, what'd you
that
say
I
Cub
follow, she
was?
just did a video
Dave
with him.
Blunts.
He's what?
His name is Dave Blunts.
Get this man some help, cuz. Y'all
Let
cheering
her
him on.
go. See
This
what
girl
you-
just did a video of him, and I'm watching the video, and I'm like, he can barely like move. All he do is move this part of
can't
his
even
body,
breathe.
and he can barely breathe. And I'm like, I want to ask her like,
He can't
how
even change
was that
clothes.
doing the video with him? Because I would be scared for his health.
Hey,
I
what-
wouldn't be able to concentrate.
Stop
on being
cheering
sexy.
him on. Get that man into
what'd you call
some help.
Kylie? You said that he was like an op or something. He was
Industry player.
Yeah.
Cause where the fuck he come from?
They
anyway?
lost Lizzo, replace it with Cub.
He can't. And this is the black man you need to look up to right now. That's crazy.
Snoop
fucked
just
up.
laughed at Cuz. Said, man,
Nah.
I don't want no problem, Cuz.
You
I
know
support
what he
you.
looked
Now
like? He
somebody
looked
said
like
to get
that
him on
little.
stage, something will happen to him on stage.
He
That's
looked like
fucked
that
up.
little mucus, the
started-
mucinex guy.
Damn.
Like he just blow. Just I'm
Cuz
like,
came out there like Grimace looking nasty.
y'all
started
really
Now
been
avalanche.
promoting this.
sometimes it's like you might need some liposuction. Just go
No.
ahead and do that.
No, he
He
can't work
need
out.
doctor now.
He
need
can't
doctor
work
now.
out.
He
Like,
need
I don't even know
doctor
what he
now.
can do. Like he has to do lap band stuff. Like he can't
He
even
got-
work out.
You know that show, My 600 Pound Life? He need
Yeah.
that doctor now. He needs him to go and help him. He need
It's
that lap
serious.
band
And
guy.
he drank a lot of lean.
Right.
That
He
nigga-
made a song
Cub
about
made a
it.
song. To,
I can't put down the cup,
That's what Snoop.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why Snoop made. That's why Snoop trolled.
Snoop
it.
said, I
That's
can't
the
put
song.
down the
That's
blunt.
the video
Yeah.
that the girl is in. He over there with the lean and he's sipping it. And it's like, you need water.
Look, stop cheering that on. That's like a car accident waiting to happen. Like y'all cheering that on to Cub really flatline, then y'all gonna be all sad as shit. Get his fat ass some help. It's disgusting. As a culture, we shouldn't be cheering that on. Like, bro, bro, his gut is literally like
They already,
touching his
had him
kneecaps.
they already had him on a hospital bed talking about Dave Blunts in the studio. Like, I'm like, damn. I guess that's where I don't know if he's doing the trolling.
That's fucked up.
I don't know if he's doing the trolling. I think he adds on to it because he done posted Lil Yachty trying to tell him, hey, you need to get in the gym, you need help, and he's taking it as a joke or I don't know, but it's serious, bro.
That's gonna be. You got to be a
Yeah.
hell of a trainer to get him in the gym, and you got to think he's on an oxygen tank, so it's hard to even really.
Ain't no gym for Cub.
Yeah, what
He
can you
has
even
to
really
not
do?
eat.
He-
Like
yeah.
he has to go on like
Squeeze his-
1,200 calories a day type of
Yeah.
diet.
Squeeze a stress ball. They gotta do something. I don't know.
Because he
Done.
moved this part of his body like this, so he needs to.
That's
do
the only
some
part he
pull
can
down,
move. Shit.
Get some weight.
Cub got a bad little bitch, and then it's just like damn.
How?
Bitch,
We know why she's
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
she's trying to clock the dollars. Bitches, and they talk about niggas that do anything.
God.
These bitches don't
ain't
give
no
a
fucking
fuck.
way.
She's sitting right next to Cub, like, and you know damn well
Probably
it's just
feeding
like,
him.
He
She
can't
probably
even
feeding
have
him.
sex with her.
and that's all I'm saying. Yeah,
You can, like, so she don't have to do nothing.
she just winning, join the spotlight.
You're
yeah.
right. Like, bitch, you disgusting.
Rubbing niggas'
You
head,
are
he go to sleep.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Definitely got a life insurance policy on, bro. Because I'm not gonna not have one on your stupid ass. Because you gonna probably die any day now living like that.
Bro, these women are sick, bro. It's like who dude from Colorado? She said, yeah, he wasn't even my type. I was ignoring him.
that's- yeah.
That's why everybody. That's
Oh, you
Deion-
found out he a star athlete. Now all of a sudden he your type, bitch.
Travis Hunter.
Travis
yeah.
Hunter.
Travis
Yeah.
Hunter, like, come on, cuz, get rid of her, bro. Like,
But
that's
even,
disgusting.
but even the way she act with Cud, but
You
he's just
seen
so
that?
happy to have her. Like it's just like, cuz you gonna be able to get way more.
Get
better
rid of
than
her, bro.
Yeah, they went
She in it
viral.
for the
Yeah.
bag, nigga.
They went
Get
viral.
rid of her, bro.
They went
They,
viral because she was talking crazy to him.
He talk. He said she talked like that every single day.
Man, if you
Like,
don't
see
get rid of
them-
her-
yeah, I don't know what she said, but I guess he went up to the stands, talked to some girls, and then this one
Oh
of the
yeah,
biggest
I
moments
seen
of his
that
life. She
when
was
he
tripping.
was
yeah.
coming down. He put it. She was talking crazy to
Yeah.
him. It's like in his moment. Why are you even worried about
Right,
that?
that nigga just had one of the biggest games in his fucking
Exactly.
career, and you still making it about you.
Prime
But
example.
that's what they do.
When he
Sit
go
back
get
and
a
relax.
white girl or a Latina, y'all gonna be mad as fuck. But y'all see this loudmouth bitch won't shut the fuck
I
up.
don't even think she black.
She
is
not
she?
black.
Nah, she
Yeah.
What is she? She mixed with black something, nigga.
Nuh-uh.
She ain't
She
black.
look
She
light
not
skinned as a
black.
motherfucker,
She might be
nigga.
Latina.
She
or
might be
something.
like.
I think she like.
She might be like Dominican.
Nah,
or
nigga,
something.
she
Yeah,
mixed with
nah,
black, bro.
she
Ain't
ain't
no
black.
way. Pull her picture up,
Cuz
nigga.
just
She's
blew it.
black.
Do your research, nigga. Cuz doing no homework.
I was say she not
Trying to
black.
find. He trying to find that shit.
Yeah.
That
Don't
bitch
blame
ain't
that
even
shit on
black.
us.
Yeah.
Nah, she black, bro.
Hey, it ain't. It ain't
Nigga, she black. Nigga, clear as day.
Nah, that
She's
ain't
Not
black, nigga.
No, that's a tan, nigga.
Nigga, she's black, nigga. She's light skinned, bro.
No.
Look at the
no, she
hair.
not black.
Ain't no black bitch wearing her hair like that.
That's not black.
But I was gonna just look her up. Google
She's
it,
black,
bitch.
nigga.
She not black.
No, she's black, bro. I'm telling
Man,
you.
ain't black or not, it don't matter. This is the nature.
She not
This
black.
is the nature.
She
of
just one of them modern Mexicans you
nah,
talking
nah,
about.
it don't even matter. No,
She's a modern
this is the
Mexican.
nature. This is the nature.
Call me Poppy, you get a pass. Kid.
No, this is the nature and perfect example of choosing women who don't choose you.
Exactly.
And this is what happens. We already see the play. He's gonna get the bag. He's gonna put the ring. He gonna put the kid, and then she gonna escape.
Mm-hmm. With a rapper.
Because what made you
nigga gonna be sick?
What
With a
made him
rapper.
your type now?
Right.
Nothing changed. He's the same person.
Because you know the money there
She
is.
saw
When
Deion
you got
Sanders
money,
calling
you're
his son.
everybody's type.
One common denominator.
When you
I've
have,
never been that girl. Like, he. If I don't like nothing about the way you look, I can't fuck with you. I gotta like
but
something.
majority high. This ain't even just a high percentage of women is gonna overlook all that shit if you got a bag. It
I
does
don't
not
care.
matter.
I
I'm not
didn't
saying
have all
you
that. I
might
just
you might be one in a million. But 99, high 90s is gonna overlook everything.
I'm gonna say this: if you say you one of them, you just ain't met a nigga with a bag big enough. Because everybody got a price.
I met one, and it's like, I'm not gonna say his name, but it's like I was trying. I'm like, and he was white, and he cool. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
He had rules for that ass. Huh?
No, he was cool, and we was vibing, and I was trying, but he had no lips, and it's like,
So that's what it was.
that's
He was
crazy
white.
work.
I
Yeah.
can't.
No lips is wild as
I
fuck.
can't. He didn't even have a little bit of lips, and
Oh,
it's
it
like
was one of them.
Yeah, and it's like,
Just a
I
slit.
don't like kissing you, and you like the kiss. That's not going to work for me. And it's like, but he this and he that. I'm like, bitch, you go talk to him then.
Right.
I'm just not attracted to that. His brother was fine than a motherfucker though. And he just wasn't. But the brother was already taken. So it was kind of like, I can't force
That's cold
myself.
game. She about to go get bro like fuck that. Hey,
Next
see?
best thing.
Y'all know what's going on.
Next
man.
best thing.
But I just couldn't. And then, he had got a little girlfriend, and then he was just kind of like, I like you quite like hanging out with you, but I got a girlfriend now, and I like you more than you like me. And I respected that. He was like, but I respect you for not faking to like me for who I am. Because he figured out like, she not really attracted to me. And okay, and I still was hanging out with him, we still was doing this, doing that. But it's like, okay, you got a girlfriend now, I respect it. I'm just never gonna be your girlfriend.
Hey,
I'm
look.
never gonna fuck you.
Not to cut y'all off, but this sciatic nerve to move to the other side. Every
see you
movement I
moving,
make,
okay.
I'm over here like pop locking. I can't take it no more. So y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. I'm finna go run and get these CBD gummies because I need to numb this shit. Y'all got any final words? It's NFL Sunday. Shout out to Ram Nation. You feel me? We on that playoff hunt. Let me go see what we doing today.
Eagles in the Super Bowl, and I'm calling it. I've been calling it. I'm going to keep calling it. Man, shout out to all the VwP members. We might have to start doing some viral awards every Monday, man.
And look,
Set the trend.
we gonna have these viral way hikes when the summer hit, right?
Yeah.
She was already hit me up about it a while ago. We gonna start conducting these hikes. We can get these group hikes. Y'all could come do your meet and greets. We could, you feel me, make some content on the. I ain't even gonna give all the sauce away,
Right.
but just
Yeah,
know
yeah.
we got the viral way hikes coming soon. Y'all tap in. My girl gonna come with her merch, and you can sign up, get personal trained. We got Messiah the Great. You feel me? Y'all can come get trained by Messiah himself. Y'all tap in, man. We got some shit coming on the way, man. Share,
go.
like, subscribe to the channel. We out of here the viral way. Bang!
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitch is bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.